Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, you've heard me say it before, nobody's coming to save you. And in fact, a lot of you right now, I'm hoping, are not in Texas, in this area that is being hit with no water, no electricity. That's right, in America, for days. No sewer, water, electricity, and the stores are empty. We got to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, because even if you have the economics, unless you're running away to somewhere else, you can't save yourself in this situation if you weren't already prepared. We're going to talk about it tonight. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so we get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Live. And it's going to be a hot and heated one, because you guys have heard me say it before, nobody's coming to save you. And now we have Exhibit A in the state of Texas. When you're unprepared, when you don't believe in scientists, when you want to stay in the 19th century and act like there's not new methods to help you. It's all right. Somebody, and as I always say, you pay for it with your life or with your money. So either way, you have a choice. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight briefly. But as you know, we can always talk about anything on the Friday Night Lives. But first, I want to welcome Brandon Hicks from NC. Salute. Glad to see you here on the Friday Night Live. Juvie lovers in the house. Kings and queens, hello. Glad to see you here on the Friday Night Live. Richard Reynoso. International Richard Reynoso. Good evening. Glad to see you here on the live stream. Girly Lark with the icon next to her name. Richard Reynoso with the icons next to their name, which means they're members of the channel. So I want to thank you so much, both of you, for your support, and everyone that has the icon next to your name. I appreciate your support. Hey, SSN fam. Hello, everyone. All right. Zolo Cuevas. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream, and I'm happy to see that icon next to your name. Let's have a great night. Charlene's in the house on another Friday night with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here once again on the Friday Night Live. Don Jones, glad to see you once again on the Friday Night Live. Dave Sincere's even in the house. What's going on, everybody? Glad to see you here, David Sincere. Brandon Hicks, let's go, Eric. We live. Salute. That's right. We need a class action lawsuit or some type of spotlight on AG Jewelry. Dre Day 3113. We're going to talk about that too. AG Jewelry, I know what you're saying, man. A lot of people are disappointed, including myself. But we're going to get into that in a little bit. Victor Marrero, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. And also with the icon next to his name, and a fellow Dominican Republic investor in real estate. Glad to see you here this Friday night. They just going to take 150 times thousands of customers' money. That's what I'm saying, Dre Day. I don't like it myself, especially when you don't, when a person pays for a service and then you don't deliver as a company. That means you have to make the appropriate steps or take the appropriate steps to either make your customer happy one way or another, whether that means giving back a refund, whether that means saying, hey, we're going to work this out, and then we'll extend your membership, whatever. There's choices to be made. All right. ATM Bankroll with the icon next to your name on a Friday Night Live. Thank you so much for being here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start this Friday Night Live out, like you guys have heard me say, for 2 years. Nobody's coming to save you. And some of you who may be following me personally, you may have heard me also state, we live in a third world country, but you just don't know it yet. You know why you don't know it? Because everything is being covered up. You're believing everything is okay. Just like right now, with the COVID situation for the last year and a half. You have to give out stimulus money. One paycheck, $1,200 for a year. You have to give out PPP money for businesses so they can stay somewhat in business, even though millions have closed. Then you got to give out EIDL money for the mom and pop sole proprietorship LLCs and things like that. You have to give them money. Why? Because you have to keep the illusion going on. But there's one little problem. When you can't get toilet paper, you can't get paper towels, stocks, food and stocks on the shelf are halfway empty. You can't hide that. That just means there's a production manufacturing breakdown as well. So much for all the money you have. But if there's nothing to buy, now what? So much for all the money you have, and there's no electricity on at the house. Now what? We have problems. You have money in the bank, but there's no running water. Now what? And it's freezing outside. Now what? Thousands of people are dying right now. Why? There's a lot of reasons. But this is a perfect example of just because everything is good right now, you have to think about what happens if the worst case scenario happens. This is economically and in your life. If the electricity's turned off, what plans do you have already in place? If the water stops running, what plans do you have in place? This is why some people are called preppers, because the day of this coming, they're planning for it. They're preparing for it. It's not a matter of when. It's just going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, just like what happened right now. And if you don't want to believe in scientists, you don't want to look at the data, you want to be in denial, you're going to pay with it with your life. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. Think about this. How many of you are in South Florida, in the Miami Beach or Miami area? And you may not notice these little things on the side of the road, but they're actually pumps. They sound like generators. And then you see these little lines going into the water, seemingly going into the water. Those little generators are not generators, ladies and gentlemen. Water is rising in Miami and other cities around the world. Those little generators are actually water pumps. They're moving water from one place to another. They've given you the illusion that everything is fine. So when you say you don't believe in climate change, you don't believe that the scientists are telling you that there's climate change, and you don't believe scientists when they tell you that the Earth's axis have moved a little bit, you don't believe none of that, and you're in straight denial when they're telling you, hey man, there's events happening, you aren't paying attention. So now we have Texas at negative degrees, frozen, and then they're going to blame it on, well, if we had solar, if they had the new Green Deal, well, then it wouldn't have worked anyhow. And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, please, nobody has signed any Green New Deal. Doesn't exist, didn't happen. And keep on going with your oil, gas, nonsense, frozen pipes. Keep on going and don't listen to the scientists and prepare for when temperatures do go down, like the scientists have been telling you, and the Earth axis have been moving and ozone layers being destroyed. Don't listen to scientists. But some of you might have to pay with your not listening to scientists with your life. And that's what we have going on right now. And just because I talk about Miami and the water is rising and they have pumps in the street that everybody can see, but everybody ignores, one day they might be 5 feet underwater. Next thing you know, they might be 10 feet underwater. So this is the kind of thing when somebody's always telling you, don't believe your eyes, listen to what I'm saying, and they're just saying, forget about it, all is fine. All is not fine, ladies and gentlemen. And this goes with economics as well. You can't keep printing money. You can't keep thinking everything's going to be fine because you're going to give somebody a $10,000 or a $5,000 or a $1,000 stimulus check. Because on the backside of that, economically, what do we have going on? We have moratoriums on evictions. We have forbearances. So somebody's going to have to explain how when a person has real estate and they have renters in their real estate property, that the renters can live there for a year for free, but yet the mortgage and lending people are saying, where's our money? And then when they say, give us a forbearance, then they're thinking, oh, yeah, we're going to give you a forbearance, all right, because in 5, 6 months, 8 months, whenever we lift it, where's our money? And you're not going to have it. So economically, they're going to take your stuff. Foreclosure, stolen, taken, gone. And you're sitting around here thinking all is good. This is why sometimes you have to prepare for when there's a weakness in the system. Some other people are commenting of nonsense like this. See, power's out. What you gonna do? You can't get your crypto. Well, power's out. Banks closed. You can't get your money either. Same thing. But I do know one thing. The difference, though, if the bank stays closed and the ATM machine isn't turned on, you can't get your money. But as long as I can get to some place that has an electrical outlet and I can get online, I can get some money. That's all I'm trying to say. Power outage is fine. But I'm telling you, there's a difference between power outage and getting to power versus your banks and ATM machines are closed and they don't work. That's a huge difference. So this is why some of you, I always say, get some of that precious metals. Gold, silver, precious metals, physical, something you can hold in your hand, just a little bit. Not a lot, because it's hard to carry a bag full of gold and silver and precious metals too far. But again, you have to have something off grid, ladies and gentlemen. So while you're talking about, well, Green Deal and all this other crap, about now when that power went out, some people were thinking, man, I had some of them panels on my house, but they're frozen. Well, doesn't it kind of make sense that you might want to have a generator? Yeah, $200, $300, $400 generator and some gas cans, so that way you can use some gas cans and put it in. Kind of makes sense. At least we can get some power going to the house. We can get some heat going on. We can generate something. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Economically, personally, you have to plan in case of things get bad. And because in America, it's straight denial by half of the country, some people are saying, I'm not listening to scientists. The other half goes, I'm listening to scientists, but there's one little problem. A split like that means you also have people in power who are going to take advantage. They're still going to give subsidies to oil, gas, whoever else they want to give money to, and they still get to live in their nice mansions, have 3 or 5 homes, and you get to have senators who live in Texas get to say, you know what, you guys, I'm sorry, your stuff's out, but I get to go to my cabin over in New Mexico. We good. Meanwhile, millions of other people aren't good. So see, you guys all better get on board with whatever you believe in. But the bottom line is nobody's coming to save you. And in fact, when things go real bad, somebody's coming to take from you. And what else do we need? Might need some of that bulletproof stuff. Copper. Bullets. Because what do you think is going to happen right now when there's electricity turned off? Police aren't coming. Alarm systems aren't working. You think the bad guys are going to be sitting at home doing nothing? Nah, bad guys are going to be coming for your stuff because they're going to be doing their scavenger hunt. All right. That's enough about nobody's coming to save you right now. Let's see what you guys have to talk about tonight, because we can talk about that, gold, silver, precious metals, real estate investing. We can talk about anything, crypto, stocks, Whatever you want to talk about, it's all on the table on the usual Friday Night Live. But I wanted to get up to the nobody's coming to save you in full effect. And I'm hoping a lot of you right now are maybe thinking in your head, wait a minute, what if this wasn't just Texas? What if this was another state where I live? So start thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen, because you're not that far away from being like lights out, because we don't have a national program. I'm using Texas tonight because they're an epitome of this denial situation. They wanted to succeed from the union. They don't want to be on the power grid. Why not? We're independent. But now we need some help, though. See, this kind of stuff right here, you can't let a state, a country, another person tell you what is right or what is wrong. You need to do your own due diligence, do your own research, and find out what's right or wrong for your family. Because the bottom line to the story is your beliefs can get you in a lot of trouble. And if you're not always trying to learn and find out, well, hey, maybe these scientists may be right. Yeah, they did spend like 10 years in school trying to get all this stuff down. And they've been researching it for the last 10 years again. So 20 years these people have been doing this. But I ain't going to listen to them. I'm going to listen to some news anchor on TV tell me something. No. Just like stocks, just like crypto, just like your money, when you're researching how best to earn interest on your money, that's how you should be thinking about how best you should be learning ulterior or alternatives to the existing thought process. All right? So all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, you always have to be one step ahead. Always think about the future. That's why with the stocks and crypto, when we're talking about it, and last year when we were sitting here saying, hey, think about all the different sectors that are going to be in the future, which of course I'll go over it in case we have new people here. EV, electric vehicles, AI, artificial intelligence, health, because we have about, well, let's see, 10 million to 20 million people that are sick just from a COVID disease. There's a second strain of COVID. So yeah, I think healthcare stock type of situation like a Teladoc, things like that, Amwell, I think you might want to invest in that kind of stuff too, because it's going to happen. You're going to need health. Vaccines, got to have vaccines. Package those vaccines, disperse those vaccines. You're going to need all that. Now we're going to need some solar stuff, right? To boot. So I'm just trying to tell people right now, if you would have had those Tesla power walls at your house, you might have had 3 or 4 days of power at least that was stored up that you could have used to at least cut on a heater, some sort of heater or something in your house. The water situation, now that's a whole nother story when there's no water coming through the tap, when pipes are bursting. But then again, that's why you're supposed to have some liters of water at your house at all times, because you just never know when something's going to happen. So think about it, ladies and gentlemen, because people have died sitting in their car trying to get heat. People have died thinking that a blanket was good enough and the temperature dropped below 30 and they got hypothermia and died. People have died because they can't get water for 3 days. Why? When a simple little plan and preparation could have helped out. And your mindset, it matters. So anyhow, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, sorry for the long intro tonight, but I had to get into that because nobody's coming to save you. And all we can do is talk about it and try to protect everyone. All right, let's see what we got. Dre Day. Yep, we talked about that. All business, nothing personal. The powers that be it stating that AI robots are going to be in the full production this year. All business, nothing personal. It's happening already. You're right about that, man. That's what's going down. N. Smith N. Good evening with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Good evening. David Gibson, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here on a Friday Night Live. Brandon Hicks, the old saying goes, if you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. I like that. That is beautiful. That is the old saying. Because if you're always ready, you don't have to get ready is exactly right. The movie is playing out right before our eyes in real time. All the money printing in Texas. Exactly. That's exactly right. Prepare, food, water. Pam Archibald, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream with that nice little icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. That's right. You know you can't live, as a human being, you can't live without water to begin with, ladies and gentlemen. So that your system starts shutting down when it doesn't get the necessary water or necessary oxygen. So this is why you have to have water, period. You can go a few days, but trying to go 6, 7, 8 days without water, you're going to start having issues. And if it's cold to boot, you're going to have issues. All right, so you got to prepare. Carl Dillard with the icon next to his name. Glad to see you here on the Friday Night Live. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. That's right. And Dre Day, I missed his cash gold bars. There you go, man. There you go. Exactly. And like I said, you guys, we have to diversify. So he has the cash. He has the gold. I don't know how many gold bars I can carry, though. He has the gold bars. All right. But like I said, you're going to need food. You're going to have water for sure. Water's number one. You're going to have electricity if you're going to stay somewhere. Even if you're going to go camping, you're going to need electricity because if temperatures drop below a certain level, you're going to need to be warm. You're going to need blankets of some sort then. So think about these little things that you're going to need at the house. And there's a thing called Harbor Freight who has cheap stuff. There's all kind of little things you can get online rather, like at Craigslist, OfferUp, Let Go, eBay, whatever. Get some items, just store it away, just like if you were going to go camping for the week. So that way you always have something, flashlights, some way to generate electricity. Whether it's even just a little solar panel that can do like 5 kilowatts or something a day. At least you can charge your phones up. At least you can get some radio maybe. At least you can do something, but you're not completely blacked out. All right? These are the kind of things that we got to talk about here. Karen W., thank you. Keep speaking that truth. Thank you so much, Karen W. We have to be prepared here. This is why we always called this Stop Struggling Now, because it's more than economics. There's more to the life than money. There's always that. Tanisha Lyles, checking in, family. Thank you so much for being here. Tanisha Lyles with the icon next to her name on the Friday Night Live. Once again, thank you so much for being here. It's another week. All right. Let's see if I missed anybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Nobody's Coming to Save You is played out all over the place because when Robinhood and the Robinhood user, well, basically it wasn't even really Robinhood. Everybody was on the GameStop, GME, and then the powers that be, they called up DTC. I don't care what they say. They called up the DTCC, the clearinghouse, and said, hey, man, instead of letting these guys do their 3%, 4%, 5% amount that they need, we need to make it 100% for these guys. You got to put up 100% of the value of the stock. Instead of making Melvin and the rest of the guys liquidate their positions to cover their short, they changed the rules. So you can imagine if anybody's ever been involved with anyone that's been in trouble with the jail and court system and you need bail, everybody pretty much knows you have to put down 10% of the bail amount. So I'm going to explain exactly what DTCC did to Robinhood and to Webull and to a whole bunch of other people that offer stocks for sale. What they did was, imagine somebody went to jail. You go down and see the bail bondsman. Bail bondsman and you go, hey, his bail is $100,000. And the bail bondsman go, yeah, okay, great. And you're going, here's 10 G's because I know I got to give up 10%. Here's what the DTCC did. Imagine the bail bondsman says, I'm sorry, because I don't like you, or because we think your friend's getting over and he's winning somehow, we're going to change that. You need 100,000. You're going to go, what are you talking about? That's never been a thing. Well, guess what? That's what DTCC did to Robinhood and Webull and everybody else. They told them, no, it's not 3-5% like normal. We're making it 100%. Of course, none of these guys are going to be capitalized for 100%. And for whatever reason, that POS CEO of Robinhood, the sheriff of Nottingham is what I'm calling him. That's right. I'm calling this punk ass out still. Because the bottom line of the story is you see him testify and you see him talking about it. And here he is still talking. Instead of telling it like it is that TTCC strong-armed him and told him to put up the 100% of the money, he dances around it and says, oh, yeah, well, we got capitalization the next day or the next day after that. I'm sitting there like, why don't you call it what it is? Melvin Capital was losing billions. So DTCC did the next best thing. Let's cut off the spigot so we can stop these guys from buying, because these guys are about to lose. Their whole company's about to go out of business. And so if you make Robinhood and Webull and all these other guys have to put up 100%, they can't do it. So they have to restrict the trades for us, the ordinary citizens, the OCs. So that's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't rocket science. And again, nobody's coming to save you. So that's why you have to be diversified. That's why you have to think smarter. That's why you have to be ahead of the game. And that's why this crypto situation that's come about, they can't stop that yet. So they're trying to figure out what's going on here. But as you guys know, there are gains going on right now that is life-changing gains. Hopefully you got into Bitcoin when it was 9,000, 10,000, 15,000. Hopefully you got into Ethereum when it was, what was it, $300, $50, whatever. Now it's 1,900. Hopefully you got into Polkadot or Link or anybody like that, Graph, anybody when it was 6 cents, 5 cents. And some of these things are now $20, $10, even $2. This is what's going on. Transfer of wealth is happening on your watch. So if you have your extra streams of income coming in, hopefully you're putting a lot of it and diversifying a lot of it, because if the banks shut down, electricity's turned off, you guys are going to have to figure out where you're going to go, what you're going to do. All right? And some of you might have missed the videos that I did on Punta Cana. So again, I always say you can put your money where you believe things are going to go. And so when I told you guys about the offshore, there's more to offshore than meets the eye. So if I'm not in the United States of America, like I could pull like what he has on here, the rich are going to abandon you just like Ted Cruz did, Diesel Mike. Exactly. So just like Ted Cruz, if I was in Texas and I had my condos already built over there, I'd be going over to Punta Cana, just like Ted Cruz, leaving you guys here to rot in hell. Let's face facts. You know I keep it real up in here. And something else to think about. You notice how all the billionaires are having these rocket projects to outer space? Have you not started thinking about years ahead? There's only going to be a certain amount of people that can afford to space travel. You think they're really, just what Ted Cruz just did right now, stuff hits the fan, I'm out. Imagine if you have colonies on moon, space, whatever, and you have some places you can roll to. All I'm saying is that's what's happening. You guys aren't getting the game plan. These guys are like thinking, well, wait a minute, I got to get off planet. Planet's kind of jacked up. I'm listening to the scientists, and they're saying the ice caps are melting. Ooh, we're having problems. Glaciers are melting. Oh, you know, axis of the earth is moving. Weather patterns are changing. Yeah, a lot of you could imagine if you thought that the deserts were once water. It does happen, ladies and gentlemen. Things change. So don't get caught up. Prepare. All right. Ted Cruz basically turned his back on his home state of Texas. Exactly. Typical. Richard Renee, so good to keep a radio as well. Exactly. Melanie Bonita in the house. Thank you so much for being here on another Friday night and the icon next to her name. That's why we need to have multiple streams of income. Melanie Bonita, Miss 21 streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That lady right there. And as always, I got to give her pub. She has some books, ladies and gentlemen, that can help men, that can help women, and they're on Amazon under her name. And there's not like 3 books. There's not like 5 books. There's more. And she has 21 streams of income to boot. Awesome. She's got her plan already together. Andy Ortiz, what's up, everybody? How you doing, Andy Ortiz, with the icon next to his name as well? Thank you so much for being here on the Friday Night Live. And by the way, speaking of things, I was talking about crypto down below in the description. Please get your free $10 at Coinbase of crypto. Oh, they're giving you BTC, by the way, Bitcoin. The $10 in Bitcoin, so that's cool. But use the link down below in the description. And please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. All right. Andy Ortiz is in the house. All right. The gang is piling in, getting all here. So thank you very much again, ladies and gentlemen. So anyhow, we're talking about nobody's coming to save you this evening. It's a Friday night, and I'm hoping you're not in Texas. And if you are in Texas, I'm hoping you're safe, and I'm hoping you're able to find food, water, and shelter, because it's going to be treacherous over the next few days. Hopefully things get up there in temperature-wise real fast, because pipes are busted, electricity's turned off, sewer systems are literal. Let's see. All right. Looks like my mic muted for some reason, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why, but hopefully I'm back up. All right. Leah Dennis is in the house with the icon next to the name. Thank you so much for being here on another Friday Night Live. That's right. Cardano, otherwise known as ADA. If we're going to talk crypto tonight, that's one of the cryptocurrencies that you should be investing in, is Cardano. If you want to talk about others, of course, there's Bitcoin. In fact, Bitcoin, I think, reached record highs today, 55,000. You still a non-believer? You still sitting on the sidelines? It's still not too late. I hate to say it. A lot of people think it's too late because it's 55. When it was 9,000, people said it was too late. When it was 15, when it was 20, when it was 25. Well, guess what? There's other companies that are thinking about doing what Elon Musk has said he's doing, investing in Bitcoin. So that means it should rise if that happens over the next 6-7 months. And what do you think is going to happen when people get their PPP money? When the corporations and businesses get that free money, taxpayers' money, that is, when they get their free money, they're going to buy their own stock. And why wouldn't they put it into Bitcoin? It's free money. So therefore, the price of Bitcoin should go up. There's a limited supply of Bitcoin, by the way. So the price is going to rise, supply and demand. Common sense in a capitalist system. Okay? So think about that. There's other things too, like Link, L-I-N-K, that I've talked about before. Polkadot, D-O-T, like I talked about before. Graph, G-R-T, G as in George, R-T as in Tom. This is all crypto, ladies and gentlemen. You can get them all on Coinbase, except you cannot get ADA on Coinbase. Sadly. I don't know why, but they're blocking it. So therefore, you have to use something else, maybe Liquid. Celsius. Celsius, by the way, if you want to store your crypto and earn interest on your crypto, use Celsius Network. There's a link down below. If you use the link down below and you deposit $200 or more worth of crypto on Celsius, they will give you $30 of free Bitcoin. You have to do it in the first deposit. It has to be $200 or more. And I chose Synthetic because they give me 13.99% on my money. There's also Mac or Polygon. There's also Algo. There's a bunch of coins on Celsius. So if you want to go that route with crypto and you're hodling right now, put it somewhere, whether it's Nexo, whether it's Celsius, BlockFi, even though I am an affiliate of BlockFi, but I'm an ambassador of Celsius. BlockFi is disappointing. These guys are out running around acting like a bank. It's disappointing, really. They're acting like they're just investing, trying to make money, instead of actually trying to help the community. Even though they give interest, I'm disappointed because I found out they were running around. The Winklevoss twins are running around with some other people trying to get funding. And I don't like hearing I'm trying to get funding from banks and institutions, because now that means you could be in a Robin Hood situation when you have a company, Citadel, paying or investing in Robinhood and then bailing out Melvin Capital. That's a conflict of interest. So that's why I'm a little like, hold on, we got to find out what's going on there. All right. Kel Slater, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here. E-Money, what you think about Voyager? Kel Slater, I don't think much about Voyager. I looked at Voyager briefly last week, and I don't really have anything good or bad to say. It's just that there's other options. That's all. Since Celsius, go look at Celsius Network, go look at Nexo, and if I'm parking money or doing anything, I'm making lots of interest on my money. So I know Voyager does something similar, but it's not big enough for me. I'd rather have people go to, like I said, Celsius or Nexo and park their money there if they're going to leave it there. Use Liquid. Well, Liquid was down, by the way. But, you know, Curtis Davis in the house with the icon next to his name. Glad to see you here. Mr. Financial in the house. Maria G on a Friday Night Live. Glad to see you here again on a Friday evening. And I want to thank everybody for being here, because you could be anywhere this Friday evening. Hit the like button. Oh, that's right. I don't say it enough. I always forget, but at least this time it didn't take me an hour. But yes, please hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. The YouTube algorithm gods, maybe they like that. That helps us get other people out. And by the way, please share these videos. Don't be shy about it. Just share these videos, because you never know who we can help. There's millions of people that need our help right now. So hopefully it gets out to them. Gino Shimienti, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Hi, Eric. How are you doing? Bitcoin will be going to 150. I can't say it any better myself, Gino. I agree. It's obvious, because there's going to be another hundreds of millions of dollars invested by corporations who get free money. So they're going to do it. And I agree. I agree with all that. Who knows what, the sky's the limit with Bitcoin at the moment. It could easily be 200,000. It could be 250. It just depends on how many people are buying Bitcoin and holding on to it. And now, because there's such a thing as Celsius, and you can stake coins and earn money, you can do all kind of things. You can have a lot of Bitcoin that's going to be locked up, because people like 6% interest on their money. That's better than the bank. And then I can use that same money that I already have locked up, and I could sit there and say, hey, I have $150,000 saved up in Celsius or a BlockFi or a Nexo. And then I can say, hey, guys, can I borrow Celsius? Can I borrow 50,000? They say, yes, Eric, you're in the United States. Your borrow rate is only 1%, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear me? 1% to borrow against your asset. That beats every bank on the planet. So this is what I'm talking about. There's game changers happening right before your eyes. I hope you're not going to be in denial any longer. It's still not over yet if you want to be in crypto. It's just starting. You're still going to have the same rules applying in crypto that you have with a bank. Kel Slater. Coinbase charged to buy crypto. Voyager don't. That's major. That is real major. I will probably have to get in with Voyager in a second. In fact, you know how we do this on Friday Night Lives. Joshua Felder's in the house. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. And he's got that nice little icon next to his name. And once again, thank you so much, Joshua, for being here on the Friday Night Live stream. All right. So we're going to find out, how do you see the real estate market in 6 months? In fact, I was just looking at that today. Joshua Felder, in California, unbelievably, you can't evict anybody until June 30th. Gavin Newsom signed something, so it's extended apparently. So now we have people who literally have lived in a place for free for over a year. All right. This is bad. People are in there tearing up your place, aren't paying rent, and you're liable for the water, sewer, garbage, potential electricity if it's not paid, potentially any bills that are coming due to your property while they live there for free. Okay, so your question about the 6 months. That's the reason why I mentioned it, because June is basically another 4 months from now. So I think everything's going to be the same. I think, there's not going to be any movement. The Feds still have the interest rate low, so borrowing is still cheap. So therefore, people are still buying houses if they have the income. You have there's no fallout from this. And like I said, the stimulus money is going to go to corporations as well. So here's what's ultimately going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be 6 months, but if they don't extend it any longer, and in fact, it is June in California. I don't know what the other states are, but let's just say every state is June. So that means in 4 months, stuff's about to hit the fan in the 5th and 6th month. So starting around the 7th or 8th month, people aren't going to be able to pay their mortgage forbearances. People are going to be evicted. And now the people who own property, after they take a month to evict people, if they've been able to pay it, that's good. But how many landlords are going to have multiple properties and be able to pay all the mortgages from 2, 3, 4 properties? That usually is not going to happen. So now you're going to have foreclosure, and you know who's going to snap up the foreclosures? Taxpayers' money. The banks, the guys who get the stimulus money, the PPPs. That's who's going to snap them up, because they're going to have hundreds of millions of dollars at their disposal, free taxpayer money. And so now when a house comes up for auction or a house goes into foreclosure, they're just going to buy them up. They're going to own zip codes. That's what's going to happen. So there is no persons like me or you who are going to be able to go out here and say, hey, that $500,000 house is now going to be worth $250,000. It's not even going to get there. There's going to be a small amount of people, investors, quote unquote, I'll call it investors, us investors, who are sitting out there going, man, there's going to be an opportunity. But now the pool is going to be a lot smaller of available houses, but there's going to be millions of investors who are going to be chomping at the bit going, oh man, when this goes in foreclosure, I'm going to be able to buy it. But the banks are circumventing you. They're buying them before they go to foreclosure. That's what's going to happen. And then you're going to have millions of people looking for foreclosed properties. And then there's only going to be like I'll use an example. This isn't going to be the number, but let's say 100,000 properties available, but millions of investors, us, looking for the property. So now when we go to bid, the bid price is going to go up. That's what I think is going to happen. All because we have no problem with printing money right now. And the big boys are going to have the money. The little people like us, they're not cutting us no $500,000 checks, $1 million checks. So we can go out here and take advantage of this free money and turn it into multiple real estate properties. So basically, the rich are just going to get richer. That's all. But the real estate market in 6 months, I would give it 8 months, 9 months, around the 8th or 9th month of this year. So we're talking somewhere the best time in wintertime. There's going to be a lot of properties that's going to be for sale. So that would be when your buyer's market comes into play. All right. That's the way I look at it. So don't worry, you can still chill. In fact, it's kind of funny. I was somewhere today and I was in a store and this guy is talking about buying some real estate and it's brand new, pre-construction. And so he's trying to pick out his lot and he tells me it's $740,000 for a 0.20 acre. It's 0.2, not an acre, 0.2 of an acre of a lot. So clearly this is in a city. That's kind of small, but this is going to be a $740,000 house. Unbelievable. The reason why he can do this is because the interest rates are low. And since interest rates are low, people are buying houses. So supply and demand. Those people who have money and can afford it are buying houses or refining. But for everybody that can't afford it, you're out of luck. So that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned. If you have a house right now, just make sure you refi it, get your lowest interest rate possible because you'll be able to stem the tide. It won't affect you if you own a home, you refi, you get your mortgage payment down low as possible, and just make your money and pay it. That's all you can do. For everybody who's lost their job, who's lost their businesses, and you're about to lose your property in foreclosure or due to forbearance, and then you don't have the money to clear up the balance, there's not much else you can do other than save money right now. That's it, if you have it. And then with all that said, who hasn't started their extra streams of income, please do so now. It's going to come in handy because the internet, apparently they're not shutting that off. So therefore you can make money. Anybody can make money on the internet right now. So that's why you need to become an affiliate marketer or roll tape like we're doing right now. Don't be shy. If you've heard me say this before, if you are shy and don't want to be on camera, your face doesn't have to be on camera. Just put your voice on camera like Yankee Stacking does. He's never shown his face. He just talks, moves his hands around. All right. And if you don't want to do that, then just do podcasts. There's money to be made in podcasts. And if you go to Buzzsprout, I don't have a link below, but anybody watching this after it airs on the replay, I'll have a link down below to Buzzsprout, and I'll have a link down below to StreamYard as well. So you can do this. I run this stream on StreamYard because it allows me to be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter tonight. Nope, not on Twitter tonight. I'm actually on Twitch tonight. So I'm on those three: Twitch, Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook group. All right, that's where I'm at tonight. So you can do that, and you can do the free version, by the way. You don't have to use the paid version. You can use the free version on StreamYard. Buzzsprout also has a free version, so you can start your podcast. And you can link your podcast under the free version with iHeart, with iTunes, with Stitcher. Hey, with all the major podcast outlets for free. Doesn't cost. But all you got to do is put in the work and the time. And literally what I do is when I record these, not the live streams, but when I record a normal video, I basically upload the audio of the video to the podcast. I don't do a separate podcast. There's only maybe 2 or 3 separate podcasts that I've ever done. So you can cross over your content. All right. And let's just say Instagram is popular, right? You can run your live streams on Instagram if you wanted to, like we do on Wednesday night lives. Okay. You could do all kind of different things. You can run lives on Twitter. So if you're not camera shy, then you should start something and get your real estate. You guys have heard me talk about this before. All right. Okay. Voyager is commission free, but they make their money by having a large spread between the bid and ask price. I like Voyager because they have a good selection of coins. We'll have to look into that. Victor Marrero, workforce is migrating from office space to home space. Commercial property may be hurting, not residential. Exactly. Commercial property for sure is going to be hurting. That's almost going to be giveaway prices because you're not going to be able to fill up the office spaces like you used to. Voyager is also listed in over-the-counter stock market. I've seen that ticker symbol VYGR. I didn't know what that was. I think the CEO of Voyager might have what it takes to build up the company. So we're going to have to look into Voyager. All right. You know how we do this on Friday Night Lives. Let me see. No, I can't use that. Let me see. Maybe somebody knows what Voyager wallet. Maybe somebody knows what their website is. Oh, wait a minute. We have something here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right, we have something. Let's check this out. I'm going to pull this up real quick because now I'm about to learn something new. Because I didn't see this here. I didn't realize they're giving interest. Let's check this out. Now you have I didn't see this before with Voyager. I must have been on something else because I didn't see that they give interest. Earn up to 9.5% on digital assets. Build your wealth. Earn up to 9 stable coins. 6.5% on Bitcoin. Beat your bank. All right. Well, 6.5% beats Celsius, I believe. Celsius for USA citizens is 6.2. Now we have to figure out what USA citizens get because that might be international citizens, right? So we don't know that yet. Let's see if they got any. Here we go. Supported coins, more crypto, commission. They have the ADA. They have Algo. By the way, members of the channel, they know who has the icons next to their name. I left a message under the community tab on YouTube, and they know I purchased Algo today. I purchased something else today, other coins today as well, and I let them know. Oh yeah, they have DOT here. They have Algo, ADA, BAT, BTC, Compound. Oh yeah, this is good. Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. They have File. I like this. Okay. Link. Okay, Litecoin even. Maker. Oh my God. Ocean, Neo, Quantum, TRX. That's what. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. I like this. VGX is a Voyager token. I knew they were going to do that. It all depends on how they're running that, but okay. Stellar, XLM, it's still under $1. Oh, I bought XLM today. That's what it was. That's still under $1. XMR. Verge, wow, I haven't seen Verge in a while. YFI, Yearn Finance. Yearn Finance is a fintech, ladies and gentlemen. All right, they have most of the coins, so that's a good sign. Let's see, what else? Let's go with this interest. Let's see if they're going to give us what they pay for the interest. Okay, here we go. Now, this is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. BTC, they advertise 6.5, but it's really 5.5. All right. So Celsius does have them beat at 6.2. ETH at 4%. And Nexo is at 5% as well. This for USA citizens is what I'm referring to. This does not distinguish between USA citizens or international, but oftentimes their coin VGX. Oftentimes, if you're international, they give you a higher interest rate. But in America, the reason why we don't get higher interest rates is because I'll give you an example. If I get interest from my BTC, I can tell them internationally, I can tell them when you pay me in interest, you pay me in Voyager coin. Then I get an extra percentage. This is how Celsius works, BlockFi, and Nexo. If you want, that's the only way. A USA citizen has to get a reduced interest rate because we can only do like kind. So if I have interest in BTC, I can only, if I have my hodling in BTC, the interest I earn can only go back into BTC. So that's why we earn a lower rate. Same with all the coins. Ether, if I'm hodling Ether, then I get my interest back in Ether if I'm a USA citizen. Internationally, I'm hodling Ether, and I tell them, instead of giving me my interest in Ether, give me my interest in VGX, then they'll give me a higher interest rate. At least that's how the other places work. I don't know if Voyager does that, but ADA 3%, Link 2.5. This is way too low for me. Although there might be a trade-off on the fee. If you say there's no fee, I don't know, $2, $3, $5 for a Coinbase fee, giving up like 3-4 percentage points annually, that's going to offset it. I'd rather go with the other guys, quite frankly. These numbers are way low. And they don't have SNX. They don't have Maddox. At Celsius, on SNX that I have sitting there, I'm earning 13.99%, ladies and gentlemen, as a USA citizen. 13.99% on my money. I haven't bought Matic to put over there yet because Coinbase doesn't allow me to buy Matic, Polygon. But Link, I have Link at, I think my Link's at Nexo. My Link at Nexo, I believe, is at 6%. And then I can't remember. I have something else. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I can't gather up any great information from this because here we go. Let's see. No, that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is to find out if we're a USA citizen, is that our rates for USA or international? They're not saying. So we'll have to look into this a little further. All right. So can't help with that. All right. Well, hell, we'll have to figure out if there's an offset. All I know is on some of these altcoins, Coinbase was only charging me like $1.49 or $1.99 for when I purchased some more today. So it wasn't that bad. So it's not worth giving up 3-4 percentage points per year when you start talking about $1,000, $500, and you're getting interest. So you save yourself $2, but in the long run, if you have $1,000 in holding and they're giving you 6%, even though that's $60, but there's a difference between $60 at 6% and getting $32 from 3.2%. It's not worth saving the $2. Is all I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna have to look further into it because on their website it doesn't appear that they're giving us the difference between USA versus international numbers. All right. So let me know what you guys think. I'm sure some people have been using it. So maybe they'll, and the bid and ask price is what Andy Ortiz is saying, that they're giving a spread. So that's how they're making their money. I don't like that either. All right. Workforce is migrating from office. Yes, exactly. Voyager CEO. Let's go. Let me see. We got a lot to talk about on this. The crazy thing about some of these credit card companies are giving out large lines of credit in these times with an average credit score. It's scary. Exactly. It's all about the paper, all about the derivative. That's it exactly. They know what they're doing. They're just like, forget about it. They're having some other lever behind them that says they can give out that credit line. That's why they're doing it. Inventory is at all-time low, especially here in Florida. Exactly, Victor Marrero. I didn't know you were in Florida. I hang out in Fort Myers area and Fort Pierce area. So you might see, check out some of my previous videos. You'll see me all over Florida doing my some of my intros. But yeah, that is the capitalist society. When there's limited supply, prices go up. And you have the perfect tsunami right now. Limited supply, interest rates are low, and people are buying. Perfect tsunami. And that's why prices are climbing. Even in Florida, which actually has low rates for property, you could still buy like a 2,500 square foot house for $200,000. Well, in Fort Myers area. Now, Naples, that's another story. Not possible. Condo only at that price. But you know, you can do it. And in Orlando, Florida, you can still buy a nice house for $250,000, $300,000. You can do live streams on LinkedIn now too. Exactly. Thank you, Melanie Bonita, for bringing that up, because I'm not hooked up that way for whatever my account. Oh yeah, I had to upgrade on LinkedIn, and I'm like, forget about that. But yeah, you can run live streams on LinkedIn. So there's several outlets that people can run live streams to. So that's a good thing. Wait, no, the ticker symbol is VYGVF. Oh, that means it's over the counter, right? It's got to be over the counter. So VYGVF. Yeah, that means it has to be an OTC with that ticker symbol. Let me go check this out again. I'm going to go to the, let me see, make sure. VYGVF. Let me see if this is it. Yes, that's Voyager. All right. There it is. It's at $15, and clearly it goes. Let's see if it goes up. Yes, it's going to go up. Okay. Well, I can extrapolate from this. That means the interest, they're going to have the interest going into the Voyager coin. Let's see. Where are these guys at? They're in the United States. All right. Well, we're going to have to find out a little bit more about this. So in the last month, yeah. Oh, wow. Last month, they've almost 150% on the money. Jeez. Last 5 days, just moving a little sideways, but still up $1. So that means that the interest earned is going to be in the Voyager digital currency. So we're going to have to find out a little bit more about this company, especially on the OTC market right now. So that's a good thing for future investors. Thank you, Andy Ortiz, for that. You know how we do it here. Yeah, there's E-money. That's it. Anchor USD also pays 7%. Joshua Felder, I don't know about Anchor. Are you saying Anchor is a wallet just like Voyager, just like Celsius? Let me know. Yes, they all have Fork and VGX. Yes, that's what I thought. That's the only way it's going to rise like that. Yes, I predict a lot of empty office space in New York City will be converted to condos and apartments just to cut their lot. Exactly. Diesel Mike, you hit it right on the head, man. You hit it right on the head, because this real estate I was talking about today, the guy just bought a office space in a historical area here in Sacramento area, and he got it for like, it's like 40% off what the guy could have sold that commercial property for just 2 years ago. The property used to be like $1 million. He hasn't been able to sell it for 2 years. He finally dropped it down to $700,000. Crazy. Tron and Polkadot. Yep, they got it all at Voyager. Voyager also put you on waiting list. I was on it for about a week or two. Huh. Okay. Voyager is a Canadian company. I don't know about that. It says headquarters, United States. Oh, but you're saying they might be a Canadian company. Okay. But they have their headquarters here, but their actually operations are in because they're going to have subsidiaries in. Oh, yeah, there we go. Voyager Digital Securities. Okay. So they're running the Voyager Digital is in U.S. somewhere. And then you're saying subsidiaries where their operations are is Canada. Okay, we'll check it out. We will find out. You know how we do this. This will have to be on the Monday Night Live. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring a Monday Night Live because we had a record on Monday Night Live. We had a record amount of people on Monday Night Live. It was awesome. All right. I am in Brandon, about 3 hours from Fort Myers. Brandon. Yeah, isn't that by Tampa? I think that's by Tampa. All right. Yes, Anchor USD is just like Voyager. All right. Okay. What are you saying? That's a wallet? Let's go look. Anchor wallet. Anchor wallet for desktop remote. Anchor wallet. Buy, sell, Anchor tokens. All right. I'll look into that too. Joshua Felder never led us astray. Neither is Andy Ortiz, but that's great information that gives people at least options. So let me know if you guys have used these to upload onto Voyager or Anchor. Do they charge you a fee? And some people are saying they don't charge a fee. But what happens when I send the money out? Do they charge me a fee when I send, the gas fee, so to speak? Let me know. All right. Up to 7% on the money. Okay. We'll have to look into all that. But again, this is the new era, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm talking about. Nobody's coming to save you. And imagine that you're your own bank. People like that idea of being their own bank. That means you have to be responsible for your bank's vault, your bank security, all the money in your bank. So this is why some people keep their money offline in cold wallets, the Tezos. All right, for example. So just keep in mind, this is going to be a financial revolution. It's happening right now before your eyes. If you're willing to risk a little bit of money and put into crypto, if this does turn out to be where there are large gains in crypto, meaning like there's a thing called Graph right now. There's things called Link and Polkadot and all that. These things used to all be like $1. Well, in the case of Graph, GRT, it was just like 50 cents like a month ago. It was like 6 cents like 6 months ago or something. It's crazy. So now it's like $1.50, let's say. But at one time, Link and Polkadot were like 50 cents and $1, and now they're like $25 and $30. So just like BTC, just like ETH, Ethereum, just like Litecoin, all these guys at one time were all under $1. So if you are lucky enough to pick the right coin, and 3 years from now, just like YFI, my nephew told me about YFI like a year ago. It was $70 a coin when he told me. My little nephew wasn't watching out for me. He should have called me when it was $2. But anyhow, it was $70. Now YFI coin is $40,000, ladies and gentlemen. Life is changing. Millionaires are being made. All right before your very eyes. So you have to be in the game. So take a little risk. Plan for the future. Because if a bank closes down, where else are you going to get your money from? Sure, you can store it in a vault in your house and keep cash around, but you do realize cash is dead. Cash is not king. Cash, you're losing to inflation. So if you can leave $1,000 in cash under your mattress, but a year later, that $1,000 is only going to buy like $850 worth of items because of inflation. So these are the things you got to take care of. Think about yourself, because again, the theme of tonight, nobody's coming to save you. So you have to think of ulterior ways of maintaining yourself. So some of those might be, hey, go to the grocery store and have canned food handy. Go to the grocery store, have packs of some sort of food that can sit on the shelf for a year or two. You know, these are the things. So it works financially as well. Because if you lost your crypto wallet, you lose your bank account, now what do you have? What else can you turn into a little cash that people accept as cash? That would be gold, silver, precious metals. If I actually have those, yeah, I could sell. Now I can trade that in for something of value at least. As long as we have a functioning financial system of some sort. So I'd be able to trade that in or exchange it for something. So you have to think about why you diversify. Your 401k, your pension doesn't come in. Nobody's coming to save you. Social Security isn't getting paid out. What are you going to do? These are the things you need to think about in this era. And like I said, Victor Marrero and myself, we're on the island of Dominican Republic right now. His property is going to be done in a few months. Mine, not for a couple years. But the point I'm trying to make is, if something hits the fan here, again, like I started out before when Ted Cruz left, now Victor can leave, I can leave. We're sitting in the sunny isles where they're on a whole different system. They have nothing to do with the United States economic financial system, electric grids, anything else for that matter. They're a developing nation, otherwise known as a third world country, but at least they have their lights on. Nobody's freezing to death because of the temperatures. And we even have free food because fruits grow on trees. And we can go fishing if we need food. So think about it. At least you can be sustained. At least you have a place to go. And the only way you can be stopped is if there's no flights. But then if there's no flights, I can take a boat. No boats, now we might have a little problem. So I'm just saying, at least give yourself options down the road. You don't have to do anything like yesterday or next week or next month, but you can see how this is going. This is not going to end well. You cannot print 10, 12, 15 trillion dollars every year and act like there's not going to be repercussions. That means there's going to be inflation at some point. In fact, I don't know how they're going to stop it, but there's going to be some inflation and it's not going to be pretty. Inflation is already 10 to 15%, like I've been saying. Imagine if inflation was 30 to 40%, double what it is now. So your $1,000 cash next year can only buy $600 or $700 worth of what you could have the year before. That's going to be bad news. And heaven forbid if we have some hyperinflation where things are double. You know, meaning whatever you can buy for 1,000 is only going to be able to buy 500 next year. That's going to be very bad. And that's what, in all likelihood, is going to happen. All right. So keep these things in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Thinking about, hold on here. I've been missing something. Yes, Brandon, north of Fort Myers between Tampa. I knew it. Yeah, I've been there. Good evening, Mr. Bird. Wilson Koo in the house. He's got the icon next to his name. Thank you so much. Thinking about grabbing Akon too. Akon, the singer, right? I knew you were going to say, yeah, I know what it is. In Africa, Akon, the singer, is now creating his own city. $6 billion project will be done in 2026. I heard about it. I don't know if there's any utility to it or anything like that, but, you know, I might throw in. Look, I'm not going to throw in thousands of dollars. Let's just face facts. You guys know how I do it. It'll be $50 or something. I won't be contributing because I don't think, unless it has some sort of utility, then it's almost like just speculation of that. Just like dog, I call it Doggy Coin, ladies and gentlemen, because they have the dog mascot. I don't see why it's called Dogecoin. But anyhow, some people call it Dogecoin. Some people call it, well, me, I call it Doggy Coin. Got Bitcoin 2 nights ago. Beautiful. It was around 50K at the time, or 51. Congratulations. Now it's like 54. Right on. Glad to hear this, young Terry. Diversify. Because it's just going to go up. You're going to be mad at yourself. It doesn't matter whether you have $50, $100, $1,000, or $5,000. The fact of the matter is, if Bitcoin goes up to 150, that's 3 times your money. If it goes up to 250, that's 5 times your money. So where else are you going to get 5 times your money, 6 times your money, 2 times your money rather quickly? Oh my God, Karen W. ETH is over 2K now? This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is getting outrageous. Let's go to Coinbase. I got to go look this up. This is getting outrageous. How can this be happening? I'm in shock. This is shocking. 1990. Oh my God. It's at 2,000, ladies, and Bitcoin's at 56. Oh my God, this is outrageous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in. This is moving fast. Market is up 10% today. There's REN, ladies and gentlemen, that somebody mentioned last night, and it went up 40%. I mean, no, on Wednesday Night Live, somebody said REN, and I believe it was Joshua Felder. And again, here we are with Graph, ladies and gentlemen. That's over $2 now. It was just $1.50 like yesterday. This is incredible. Get yourself some of the. In fact, Graph, okay, Coinbase was giving away free GRT if you learned about it. That's how I first came to know about it. And once I realized what they were doing, that's why I had to buy me some when it was only like 50 cents. All right? This is how fast things are moving, ladies and gentlemen. BTC up 10%, up to 56. This is incredible. Ethereum up 4% at $19.95, fluctuating, going over $2,000, a new record. Binance Coin, 37% today. BNB, which United States citizens can't buy, a doggone shame. Polkadot's now at 37. Ladies and gentlemen, this was just at 23 or 22 a month ago. This is insane what's happening. Cardano, oh my God, Cardano's over $1 now. This also was like 50 cents, 40 cents just a week ago. Man. And it's restricted, by the way. Like, we can't buy on Coinbase. So we have to go buy Cardano somewhere else. Imagine if it was on Coinbase and some other major exchanges, Cardano would be at $3 or $4. XRP is even going up under SEC situation. Chainlink, L-I-N-K, you guys know we were talking about this a month ago. It was only 22, 23 at the time. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This is happening right before your eyes. You do not have to buy the full amount of the coin. If you want to put in $5 on any coin, you can. If you want to buy for $20, you can. If you want to put in 10,000, you can. It just goes by the dollar amount. So whatever you would have put in yesterday, if you would have bought Cardano yesterday, you would have already earned it would have went up 17%. No matter what amount you put in. If it would have been $5, you now own 17% more. If you put in 100, your 100 is now 117. If you put in 1,000, you guys get the message. This is what's happening right before your eyes while people are watching Texas. And in fact, this is even more reason why crypto would go up, because the banks shut down because it was so cold. People couldn't get to and from work. So therefore, people can't pull their money out the bank or ATM machines in some locations. But yet, if you had a card, a debit card for your crypto, that's money, by the way, now, you'd be able to go to the store and buy something if the store had what you needed. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Dogcoin. It's at 5 cents right now, a coin that has no utility whatsoever. I don't even know how it got out of being like 0.001 for that matter. Okay. Wrapped coin obviously is going to go up 10%. Here's EOS lagging at 12% today. Look at this. This is a win. NIM, XEM at 23%. I don't know these other tokens down here. I know what Tron is. That's been hanging out for years, 10%. So it was a good day. Oh, here's Theta. Somebody please let me know where I can buy Theta and VeChain. These are two that I've been trying to find, but they don't have them on. I don't know if I can get it at Binance USA because I'm not in the Dominican Republic, so I can't use my normal Binance account, my Binance International, because my ISP is in the United States. So when I tried to log in, they're like, "No, you're from the US. You can't do that. You got to." So I had to open an account at Binance USA, but I haven't looked in there to see what coins they have yet. But if anybody knows, and here's crypto.com. Jeez, 16%. It keeps going up too because they have a wallet that allows US citizens, but they charge a stupid fee. I mean, they're doing stuff like $10 minimum if you use your credit card. or debit card, and they're charging their fees to onboard is ridiculous. But they have other coins. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, see right here, get $31 plus. It keeps going down further and further. It used to be $160. And then it went down to $40. Now it's gone down to $31. But this is how you can earn some free crypto. Go down below in the description and get your Coinbase. Go down below in the description, get your Coinbase, ladies and gentlemen. Free $10 for downloading Coinbase. That's in the link down below. And you can add an additional $30 by just learning what some of the crypto does. Educate yourself. And you're getting free money for educating yourself. That's awesome. Well, we're at 2,000 with ETH, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I need to get a house there. Maria G, exactly. Exactly. Well, hold on now. While we're talking about houses, I'm going to give you guys something because Victor Marrero just joined us on Wednesday night, became a new member. He informed us that he also bought in Dominican Republic. He bought at Connor Rock, I believe Galaxy. In fact, you know how we do this because you guys know when I did the original overseas international investing videos. I'm going to show you right now. Here's the Connor Rock. It's awesome. I'm going to show you guys. We have a guy right now who invested 2 years ago in 2018. He says it's going to be finished. In fact, I did see it is finished actually. Some of the lower levels, but I guess they're touching it up. But this is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he bought a 2-bedroom, but I just assumed it was a 2-bedroom. I don't remember the prices there, but here's Connor Rock, and it's on the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino grounds. All right, and he's got the Connor Rock Galaxy, so he'll let us know if I have something wrong. But this is what I'm trying to say. In stock 66, out of stock 92. So I guess there's still some units available. Now, I'm scrolling through this only to say I don't know how much this is, but I do know what he told me on Wednesday. This is part of the pre-construction process, ladies and gentlemen, that I was talking about originally. He bought, here we go, availabilities. He bought his unit for $231,000 initially. 2 years ago, in 2018, he had to pay up to 50% of it, $115K down until they finished building it on delivery. So far it's been 2 years and I guess probably 2 years. No, almost 3 years because we're in 2021. So it's been 2+ years. Delivery must be, I don't know when delivery is, but here, check this out. So look at this. Sold. These are all sold. All right. We're going to have to find something that's not sold. First floor. Of course, the first floor is sold. We got to go with the third floor or something, probably. Here we go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 2-bedroom. Look at this. $414,000. This 2-bedroom, $286,000. This is crazy. So apparently he bought his for $231K. All right. Now, 3 years, 2.5 years later, you can see here they have some for 286. They have some for 400, which is a corner unit. I don't know what he has, but, and again, another corner unit is 414. So depending on which one he bought, he does have already what they call equity. And what I'm trying to illustrate to you is when he finished his original contract, he was going to put down 50%. So it's 50% loan to value. You can qualify for any financing at 50% loan to value, no matter where you are. But now the property is not valued at $231 anymore. The bank could argue, oh, well, your property's worth $286. All right. That's what they could argue because that's what it's selling for right now. They'll say $286. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? his LTV just dropped to around 35%. Is this now a big risk? Because at any time, he would be able to get a loan against his property. So he can get a 35% loan, and then he can rent it out, live there, and have his renters paying for his low payment. What do you think a payment on $115,000 is going to be? At an international rate of around 6%, he's going to owe maybe $450 a month. But the problem is the Galaxy is going to have their HOAs, and I don't remember what their HOAs are. But let me get off of that. But the point I'm trying to make is this is why you do pre-construction, no qualifying. You pay your 50%, 40% up front over the time that they're finished. Then I'll scroll down a little bit so you guys can see some of the amenities, the wellness center, the investments. Yeah, they're going to have in-house rental for you. Hard Rock Golf Club. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And they have their own private beach as well. So that's going to be pretty awesome. This was one of the properties that I originally looked at, the Canna Rocks, but it was out of my price range, quite frankly. I didn't want to spend that much because I knew I just wanted to do mostly Airbnb. So that's why I did it that way and got the properties that I got. And they don't seem to show. Here we go. I'll show you guys since we're looking at it. Let me show it to you. Kind of teasing I'm trying to get to the actual views, but oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I went off screen, but this is in case somebody is watching tonight and is interested in international real estate. This is at Punta Cana, Dominican Republic area. This is probably like 20 minutes north of, no, it's more than 20. Yeah, no, 20, 25, 30 minutes north of the airport is where Hard Rock. But you guys can see right here how nice this is. This is why I love this place when I first saw it. But then, like, I didn't want to spend 200 and some thousand. Plus, it was going to be done this year. So I didn't have any runway, so to speak. I wanted to wait to pay 2.5, 3 years later. Okay, so they're giving you the distances. Macau Beach, that's like 1 mile away, which is awesome. That has a lot of turbulence in the water. This is where surfers go. And that's where the new West End's going to be. West Ends are always 5-star. They're putting one there. There's a few other things they're putting at Macau Beach as well. 21, like 3 miles. Okay, if they're saying it's 3 miles, that's interesting. 3 miles, that's 4 miles, 3 miles. 191 kilometers. 30 times 6, 30 minutes. Yeah, that's right. Like I said, it's 30 minutes from the airport. That's about right. But that's to the SDQ, LRM, La Roma is 97. I didn't realize it was that close. 27 kilometers to Punta Cana. So that's only like 5 miles. It seemed a lot further up. But okay, 5 miles from the airport roughly. That's cool. But anyhow, here you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it looks like. Now you can see why this is awesome. Love the pool. Love everything about it. And now you can see the area. Punta Cana, they're up here. Cana Bay, Macau. You can see all this. And here's the layout. See what I'm saying? It's right on the golf course. Good grief. I didn't realize it was that close to the golf course. That's pretty awesome. The only thing I don't know is if you have access to the Hard Rock itself, but you have your own private beach. I do know that. Bar, restaurant, pool, smart home, access to private beach club, gym, 158 units, 7% guaranteed annual return, ladies and gentlemen. And they'll get it too. In fact, it'd be kind of hard to put it in the rental pool because I think you can charge a lot more money independently. But here you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it looks like. That's why the first floor is taken. Hot tub, little patio area. And then, of course, 5th floor, there's a solarium. And then 3rd, 4th floor has a terrace. So anyhow, you can see how this is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Canna Rock. These are just I don't think they have a model. I think this is just I don't know if they have models at Canarock yet. But anyhow, this is an investment, ladies and gentlemen. International. Here's the payment plan. So see, this is what we're talking about. If you can see this, 5% with reservation, 15% with promise to purchase, then 60% in monthly payments. That was it. That's the first one. The second one's a lot easier. 45% with promise to purchase, and then 50% upon delivery. So, and the 45% is a monthly payment. So there you go. $2,000 a month. Is it worth it to you? At the end of the day, you're sitting here at the Hard Rock Casino property, private beach. You know you're going to get back 7% on your money every year if you put it in the rental pool. If you don't put in the rental pool, I think you'll get a lot more because I think you can, you'll bypass their fee because their fees are hefty. They charge like 20%, 25% of the rental rate. It's pretty hefty. But there you go. So anyhow, sidetrack into international real estate, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you get in with no credit needed. This is how you get in on the back end, even if your credit is bad and you have 50% LTV, or in this case, 30% LTV, you will get a loan. So it's pretty simple. All right, buying vitamins, water, beans, and rice in large mass and store just to turn around and sell them later. That works. I like that thinking. That's how you should do it for survival. Yes, inflation coming. A domino effect could happen. Texas in 3 days flipped on its side. No water, no fresh food. Exactly. Just like that in a matter of days. 2 days you had people freaking out. 1 day you had people freaking out because the stores were empty. I can only imagine. That's bad. Victor Marrero, absolutely agree. Something tells me we haven't hit rock bottom yet. You have to have other options on the table. Diversification is key. Exactly. We have not hit rock bottom yet. Exactly. Because we still got stimulus money coming out. As soon as they stop the stimulus money, that's when we're going to find out where we stand. I deposited $300 to Anchor to buy one of as many coins I could get. So hopefully I log in one day, years from now, and one will hit. Okay, Andy Ortiz, Joshua Felder, let us know, man. How much were there any fees for Anchor when you put the $300? What was the fee? Let us know. All right, Joshua Felder confirming. I thought it was him. He gave us the REN on Wednesdays live. So, ladies and gentlemen, you had plenty of time to get in on that 17% kick. I missed out, unfortunately. I was doing something else. Again, you can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen, but you got to be in the game. Good call on REN at Joshua Felder. Exactly. He called it early, Wednesday, for everybody to see who watched it. And we had record amount of people on that live. My problem was, I think I did look at REN. It was cheap, but I don't think I could buy it at Coinbase. I'll have to go look back. But yeah, that's what I recall this now. Yeah, I did look at REN, but I couldn't buy it. Let's go see if I can buy it on Coinbase. Let's go look. Okay, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go over to get us up. I'll get us up on Coinbase. So we'll go back to Coinbase. Coinbase started talking crazy like they want to give out interest all of a sudden. But they make it difficult. They're not just free and clear about it. Let's go look this up. Okay. Let's see. Tradable. I gotta go under tradable. This is the only thing you can actually trade. Let's see if they have. I don't think they had REN on here. Oh, here we go. They did have REN on here, so I missed out totally on the REN. Actually, I bought something today, but I don't think it was REN. In fact, I know it wasn't REN. I think it was Algo. I think it was Algo. Yep, GRT. Yeah, so it wasn't REN, so it is my fault. I blew it, as they say. I blew it, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get REN. I'm sick. I had ETH when it was 3. Oh, no. I sold it. I had 500 worth of Bitcoin when it was 8. Oh, No. I know how you feel, Maria. I know how you feel. Maria, I just I just I just might as well tell you. I might as well tell you. I'll tell the story again. 2009, when it was Black Friday for online poker. Well, 2008 or 9, somewhere in there. 2009 or 10, whatever. I bought $10 worth of Bitcoin when it was 3 cents or 6 cents or 9 cents. All I know, it was under 10 cents. It was point zero something. And I bought $10 worth. So therefore, I literally have 100 coins or more lost. And now it's getting worse because 100 coins would be $5 million. $5.5 million to be exact. So it's getting a lot worse as this thing rises. And the day that happens where it comes up to be 100,000 or 150,000, now we're talking about $10 million that's lost. Crazy. In Bitcoin. So yeah, I know the feeling. But I'm not mad though, luckily. I'm not really mad because at the time we thought it was worthless. At least, it was just like, whatever. It's worthless. Thanks, and Andy Ortiz exactly giving Joshua Felder the shout out for the Ren recommendation. And I didn't go get me some Ren. I'm going to have to go double check because usually I listen to what Joshua Felder has to say when it comes to coins. That is why interest rates are going up, and that is why the stock market was down this week. This is just the beginning. Wait about a year. Exactly, Gino. Exactly. This year, we're going to be fine in the stock market. But this is why you got to have an exit strategy, ladies and gentlemen. This year, you need an exit strategy. This is why I say a little bit of precious metals, a little bit of velocity stocks, the UVXY, the SQQQ, the TVIXF, a little bit of that. Because it's going to go down hard. It's going to come crashing down. And he's exactly right. And I predict the same thing. As long as they give out stimulus, stock market's going to be held up. But as soon as they stop giving out stimulus and we have to run on our own, meaning the economy has to run on its own and everything does what it's supposed to do with the capitalist system, it's going to be bad news. So you have to prepare yourself in good times. While you can, if you can. So I totally agree with that. Andrew Sai, I'm in Dominican Republic as well. Do you have an email? Yes, I do. It's Eric at stopstrugglingnow.com. Anybody can email me at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. Hopefully you get it. What part of Dominican Republic are you in? Let me know. Are we in Santo Domingo, Punta Cana, Sosúa? Where are we at? Let me know where you're at, Andrew. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. Tuffy Duffy, screen froze. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's all good now. Uh-oh, screen is frozen. Hopefully we're back well now. Yes, a 2-bedroom Galaxy delivery in 2022. My unit is on the 4th floor, B building. Oh, my God. Victor Marrero, good choice, man. And in 2018, you had a choice. You still have choices, but you got to pay almost $300,000 now, though, or more. A corner unit's $400,000. That's incredible. But he's got one of those. He picked the right one, in my opinion. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to real estate, we all know what is it? Location, location, location. And then once you have the location, what is somebody looking at? What's the amenity outside the window? So a lot of people do like looking out over golf courses, especially if you're a golfer or especially looking at green where there's nothing else. You're just nice and calm. I, too, like looking out over green. This is why at Vista Cana, they have Ventura at Golf Estates at the Vista Cana Resort, as I call it. But they're going to be built in less than 2 years. The price was right. They still have golf view, 2 bedrooms overlooking the golf course for $144,000. And that's the one with the rooftop terrace. So, but it's going to be built in 18 months. So I didn't want to have to deal with spending like, I think it came out, I would have done a payment program of like $2,500 a month. And so I was like, forget about that. I'll just buy another condo. And that's why I got the residence, because now I have 2 condos for less than $2,000 a month. So that's why I was like, forget that. I'm not going to do that because I already have one. I have the one penthouse at the Punta Cana Park at the Gardens. So, but yeah, this is what you do, ladies and gentlemen. You figure out when you go buy property what you're looking at, what your property is going to look at. And if you're going to rent it out, then you think about, well, if I'm on vacation here, what would I like about this unit? And why would I be willing to pay a little bit more for this unit? So now he can, if he rents it out, he can say golf course view. That's an upsell, ladies and gentlemen. And so that's why I bought the penthouse on both properties, because whenever somebody sees the penthouse name, they know there's going to be a terrace up top. So therefore, I can charge more than a person with a normal 2-bedroom. And just like Victor can charge more because he has golf view. Same thing. And if he has a terrace, he can charge for the terrace and the golf view. People will pay more depending on what they're looking at. I mean, that's what you have to think about versus telling somebody, okay, you have a 2-bedroom that overlooks the parking lot. People will take your unit. That's not a problem. But the first unit that's going to be sold or rented is going to be the one that says, hey, I got a 2-bedroom and it overlooks the golf course. I got a 2-bedroom, it overlooks the pool. I got a 2-bedroom, it overlooks the lake. I got a 2-bedroom and I got a penthouse, a rooftop terrace. That'll sell before the regular 2-bedrooms. And I can get a higher price. You can get a higher price. Got to know the real estate games. Long Way Allen, welcome to the live stream on a Friday night. Thank you so much for being here. Stay home. What you think about buying crypto on Robinhood? You're buying crypto. That's all I can say. It's not what you're buying. A crypto ETF is what I call it. Okay, because you don't own the coins. So if Robinhood goes out of business, you don't own the crypto. Just like you won't own the stock either. I mean, so you're pretty much screwed. It's not a traditional brokerage account. And so, but the crypto part, you don't earn interest either. So again, since you're new to Stop Struggling Now, possibly new, I don't know. I don't recall seeing the name, but the thing is, this is why we started talking about Celsius Network, Nexo, BlockFi, and now even Voyager and Anchor might be giving interest on your money, crypto.com. If you're going to have crypto, then you might as well earn interest on your money. And at the same time you're earning interest on your money and the price of the crypto is going up, now you might as well figure out, hey, I can borrow against that money with no credit check, no credit requirements whatsoever, no qualifying. So why not borrow? You'll be able to borrow against your assets, be your own bank. So therefore, that's why I would not suggest buying on Robinhood. I would buy, upload money to one of these places that I mentioned. And Celsius Network link is down below. And if you deposit $200 or more, or send $200 or more over to Celsius Network, they give you $30 in BTC. I don't know the time frame when they're going to give you the $30 BTC. I sent over a message asking them that. I don't know if it's a week or 2 weeks later. But the fact of the matter is, if you deposit or send over $200 or more into their wallet, and then you start earning interest, they'll give you $30 in Bitcoin as a bonus. So that's why I wouldn't buy on Robinhood. There's nothing wrong with buying on Robinhood. You still get the upside. Like it's going to say 55,000 in Bitcoin and it's going to say 2,000 in Ether. That's the value, but you're not earning any interest. So if I'm going to earn interest, I'd rather be on Nexo or Celsius. And at least I know when whatever I have in there, I'm earning. Whether it's, let me see, it's going to be around 5 or 6% annually. But these guys are giving you interest every day. And then in Celsius Networks case, they give you the added money. They give you the interest every Monday. Nexo gives you the interest every day. So you're compounding your interest. So your compounded interest ends up being more than the 5 or 6%. It might be 6.2, 6.5. But if crypto price keeps going up, that means you're going to earn more interest. So actually, you're going to earn more than the 5 or 6%. And if you're international, then you can earn your interest in their native token, and you'll get an extra 2% or 5% in interest annually. That's why you want a VPN sometimes, which I don't have a VPN over here. So we can't see any visuals. Uh-oh. Hopefully I got that corrected. Since I'm lagged behind, we have access to Hard Rock. We get daily passes on a discount. Oh, man, that's sweet. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please smash that like button because we are on here an hour and 45 minutes and we keep going. So I always say this about the Hard Rock. You can go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel, put in a search for Hard Rock. I did a video at the Hard Rock because I stayed at the Hard Rock before. And there is a casino there, but the Hard Rock casino itself is all inclusive. So when you stay on the property, you can't pay for anything. Everything's included. When you have a pass like what he has, that's worth its weight in gold because they're going to have a different wristband on, but that wristband allows you to use the amenities there, meaning they have like I think they had 4. Well, 1, 2, 3. I think they had 3 or 4 pools. So you're going to be there. That means you can also walk around the complex and possibly use the golf course, the rock climbing, miniature golf course, rock climbing, things like that. That means you have an extra amenities, and again, extra rental. Because now you can tell somebody you can go over and use the amenities at the Hard Rock Hotel and go to the casino. And you go to the water from there too, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the beach. And it's powdery sands. It's the best sands I've ever been in. Powder, literally. Just dump flour on your kitchen floor. Dump some flour in there. And then walk on that flour. That's what the Hard Rock Casino's beach feels like. It's awesome. All right, I'm going to Punta Cana to get mine in July. Melanie Bonita, welcome to the party. Melanie Bonita, you need to send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. The reason why, if you're going to be over there, you might as well start looking for your property right now, and you might see something you like right now. So I got to give you Andrea Rodriguez's email address in case I didn't give it to you already. I think I already sent it to you already. So, yeah, you got to contact her now because there's some new projects coming out. So check it out so you can have everything dialed in, or go over there sooner. You never know. There's some deals going on. Ricky Reed, my credit score went up 35 points with the trade line with AG Jewelers, 749. Thanks, man, for the heads up. Ricky Reed, man, I'm so glad to hear this because AG Jewelers, the best $10,000 primary trade line, has had problems. You got to face facts. Some people had their stuff removed from the credit bureaus. Not everybody, but quite a few, thousands. So I'm glad to hear yours is still on, and that is awesome. You're in range now, man. So hopefully you're able to make use of it. Don't go crazy because you still have this hard inquiry thing. Make sure you have multiple accounts. And by the way, if you need more accounts with no hard inquiries, I have links down below to some videos that I did before in the description to help with credit, no hard inquiries, where they're called shopping cart tricks. So you can apply online using a shopping cart. You don't have to buy anything, and then you'll find out if you're pre-approved. You have to use the incognito mode on Chrome. Pretty simple. All right. Anchor has a $5 fee, which is expensive. Yes, that is, but that's the price you pay in USD. Yeah, but Coinbase is cheaper, Joshua. If you're going to pay $5, well, I shouldn't say Coinbase is cheaper. Coinbase is cheaper depending on which coin you choose to buy. Because when you start doing BTC and ETH, they start acting stupid. But some other ones, it's like $2, $1.50. Crazy. But anyhow, you can't put a link in the description. Anyhow, I need to find out about this Anchor wallet as well. But $5 fee, yeah. If we're talking BTC or something, then it will be worth it because they charge more than that on Coinbase. They're out of control. Maria G. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in essence, I got over $5.5 million that's lost that I can never retrieve. And that is part of the Bitcoin situation. There are other people that also have lost their Bitcoin or is sitting somewhere that they don't know how to get out or whatever, and it's locked up, and the supply is locked up. And so since I can never retrieve that, I'm sure there's probably thousands of other people that will never retrieve it. So that's locked up. So that means there's only a limited available amount of it that's going to be able for people to buy. So that's going to be very interesting. I think of Anchor as a corner store jacking up prices. KZ Lewis with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on Friday night. OXT going to the moon. KZ Lewis, don't give me it's going to the moon, man. I need more information. I need to know what that coin does, or if there's any utility or there's some sort of technology behind it, like a link. You know, I need to know. Like a dot, like a polka dot. Let me know. All right. KZ Lewis is OXT, a VPN crypto service. Oh, nice. OXT coin going to a moon. KZ Lewis, if OXT is a VPN crypto service, ladies and gentlemen, that will be going up because that is the service that people that stay in certain countries will need. A bypass, an easier bypass. So we'll find out what actually they do and what their services are, because that's very interesting. If they're a VPN crypto service, that'd be awesome. Lawrence Holloway's in the house on a Friday Night Live. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Stop Struggling Now fam? That's right. Exactly. Seeing people on Facebook have issue transferring out stocks from Robinhood to other brokers this week. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't want to give it up. You have to keep in mind, Robinhood is losing. Okay, think of Robinhood. They're backed by Citadel. They're backed by these financial giants. And just like we're going to be our own banker, Robinhood essentially can do the same thing. So therefore, if I have 1,000 people who each have $10,000 in there, and 1,000 people want to withdraw, that's millions of dollars. That means the value of their company goes down because the assets under management goes down. So they have every reason to hold up the withdrawal process. So this is exactly the same method that we're being able to use as individuals now with the crypto, with the Celsius network, with the Nexo, with the Voyager, with anybody that's going to give us interest, and we can use them as a bank. We don't need a bank. This is changing our lives right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's coming to save you. You can save yourself. That little greenbacks that are worth nothing in reality, you only believe they're worth something because it has a 20, 100 on it. And the person that's receiving it goes, okay, it's good. I believe you. But one day, when people say this money's worthless, just like if you lived in Zimbabwe or something, just like if you live in Venezuela right now, and they say they're kicking money around because it's worthless, it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not like a, doomsday person, but it could. And to be left out on the other side of this, where you don't have any precious metals and you don't have any crypto, or you don't have some other money, you're going to be in a world of hurt if all financial systems are shut down. People in Texas right now are finding this out the hard way. And transferring stocks out of Robinhood is going to be a slow thing because I'm pretty sure there's probably tens of millions of dollars people are trying to remove. Vistacana project will also be amazing. Trust me, Eric, you made an outstanding decision. Investment value will double in a couple of years. Victor Marrero, thank you so much. I believe so too, man. That's the way I'm looking at it, because they're built uniquely, and it's I'll call it a lower tier from the Hard Rock project, because the Hard Rock project is very nice too, and it's in essence it's the same kind of thing because they have other kind of rock properties on Hard Rock, and they're doing the same thing. It's going to be gated, like you'll be able to go to the Galaxy, and then they'll be gated. You get to go to the Star. So you have your own little section, and that's how Vistacana is building theirs. We just are one thing short. We don't have the ocean beach like they do at Hard Rock, but we do have that saltwater lake that is a man-made beach, which works out almost the same, just not quite exactly. But we still got beach, we still got lakes, and it's half the price. And there's a reason it's half price, because it's not at the beach. So it was the best thing that we could do at the time, because I wasn't going to do the 230 or 250 or 300. That was off limits for me. So I'd rather have, like I said, in fact, you know what's funny about this? What I guess I'll give out a little secret on a Friday night. Because I was keeping everything at a certain number, the 2-bedroom at the beach, dtbeach.com, I'm still considering getting for phase 3, because phase 3 won't be done for like another 2 years, and the price for my monthly payment is within what I want to do. So I might do a 3rd unit. That's right, a 3rd, but it's not out the bag. I haven't done anything. I haven't put down a deposit or anything. I've been just thinking about it because I love that project, because how close it is downtown. And they're going to do the exact same thing, kind of like Vistacana, kind of. But the walking distance to downtown is going to be awesome. And if they do downtown right, and that's my thing, I don't think they're going to do downtown right because it's in a block. But they're saying they're going to add some more restaurants out by their own little water area and a few other things downtown. But I'm not really convinced because infrastructure costs a lot. So, but that project I love for a rental property because it's designed 2 bedrooms, 1 bedrooms. They're small enough to just be for short-term stay. I'm sure people are going to stay there, but the units are 50 square meters, 70 square meters. That's it. So that's what I'm thinking. So it's been very tempting to add that to my portfolio over there, but I think right now 2 is good, but we'll see. That's the little secret, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you so much, Victor Marrero. I believe it too. Yep, Curtis Davis, Robin Hood ain't showing no love. Exactly. The Sheriff of Nottingham is what Robin Hood is right now. Andreen Miller in the house. How you doing this evening? Thank you so much for being here on the Friday Night Live. Andy Ortiz agree about, yeah, they're falling behind. They're way behind. Ladies and gentlemen, get your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull down below if you haven't already. I have links down below in the description. Robinhood and Webull, get your free shares of stock. Webull has all information on their platform. If, like I said, if Webull would ever do fractional shares, add some more crypto, because they only have 6 cryptos that you can get and buy on Webull. They need to add some more. And if they get the fractional shares down, and if they get dividend reinvestment down, which would be nice, instead of just putting money in my account, I'd rather just reinvest because I'm not doing anything. But since they don't do fractional shares, they won't allow the reinvestment of dividends right now. So that's why I was telling them, man, why you keep sending money in my account? I'm like, that's just reinvest. So as soon as you do that kind of thing, it's game over for Robinhood. But the bad news is they use Apex Clearinghouse. So what happened with the GameStop and all that when they had to freeze the account because Apex Clearinghouse had to freeze it? They were under the same situation, unfortunately. So it wouldn't have mattered what platform you were on. But at least Webull so far hasn't been known to jack people like right now. What's happening? Moving your money in and out hasn't been a problem, and things like that isn't prevalent. So therefore, that's one of the reasons why Robinhood's getting just worse and worse, man. It's just ridiculous what they're doing. You get access to other coins using Anchor USD. That's why I like them. Joshua Felder, let me know about are you earning interest over there? And if you're earning interest, is it USA versus international? And so how much interest are we earning like on a BTC and ETH? Those are the main ones. But give me something like a BTC Cash, Ethereum Classic, Algo, even an OXT. Give me something. Let me know if there's any interest on those kind of coins. Hi, Eric. I bought Bitcoin on Cash App. Okay. Long as you're in the game, is what matters. Again, on those, they're like ETFs. So, and just like Coinbase is like an ETF. But to me, but anyhow, wherever you can buy crypto, buy crypto. As long as crypto goes up, the price, wherever you have it at Cash App, Robinhood, it goes up. But I advise everyone to buy on an exchange. Now, if you have to go to Coinbase, go to Coinbase. If you got to go to crypto.com, go to crypto.com. If you got to go to Anchor USD, which Joshua Felder's saying, go there. If you want to go to Voyager, like Andy Ortiz is saying, go to Voyager. But go to a different platform besides just on these type of apps. And in fact, you can invest on different apps like Cash App, Robinhood, Coinbase, Celsius Network, Nexo, Voyager. You can keep it. Diversification is the best thing, not just leaving in one spot. A lot of you have been here long enough to know about Cloud Token. Cloud Token was the precursor to what Nexo and Celsius is doing. They were trying to do it 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. They got clamped down. The government and everything was like, no, they put lawsuits. They locked their stuff down. So I don't know what I have over there now, because originally I told everybody just send over $500, $600, $700, because that's all you needed to earn interest every day with Cloud Token. But back then, Ether was like $100, $150, something like that. I think it was $100, something like that. Maybe even less. Might have been 50. And Bitcoin was like $4 or $5 grand. So now we all have $5,000 or more from our $500 investment like 2.5 years ago. So I'm just saying, but it's locked up. But anyhow, if anybody was with Cloud Token and is watching this, they're on Cloud Token wallet.xo. And I just made another video about, I made a video about Cloud Token, and in the description, you can update your Cloud Token app on our money every day, but we just can't withdraw it. Hopefully it'll happen. But get in the game. She's in the game. You got your Bitcoin, you're in the game. That's all that matters right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to get in the game of the financial revolution that's going on right now. I don't care where you buy this stuff. Just get in. You can worry about the logistics later. You can move it around later. Hi, Eric. How are you doing? I bought Bitcoin on Cash App, and I have some from Coinbase. Both went today. I just started this week. Excellent. Good week to start. It's went up, and it's about to go up even more as more companies decide to put in their 1 billion or their 500 million or their 200 million or their 100 million. It's going down. I love it. Thank you. Yes, sir. I want in. We talked yesterday, but them. Good seeing you, E. Dwight Barnett. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here. Awesome. Awakened you. What's up, EB? I'm late to the party, but where's AG Jewelers? The Awaken You. You tell me, man. I'm not liking what AG Jewelers is doing right now. Let's keep this real. All right. I come out, hey, look. Let me just get this straight. They sold me 3 months ago. I went down. I did all this stuff 3-4 months back. They were down. Customer service on point. People answered phones on point. I had lots of discussions with them about, hey, man, when this thing blows up, you're going to have thousands of people. I gave them the story about my jewelers. When my jewelers blew up originally, they had to hire 30 people. That's how fast they blew up back in the day, 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago. So I gave them that story. I said, look, it's going to blow up. Make sure you have people on point. I gave them all these little things. Okay, well, it blew up. One little problem. They were private. They only did military personnel only. And then they did not have a website when they were doing it for the last 6 years. And so now they had to produce a website to the general public. And I'm guessing, I don't know for a fact, but I do know once they did that, the credit bureaus was probably looking at their website. They never had to before. They were just like, well, they just do business, whatever. But when you sign up thousands of people in 1 month, the credit bureaus are like, whoa, what's going on here? And so my thought is they looked at their website and did not approve of what was on their website. And so I think that's how this little thing happened. And they yanked the credit bureaus, the credit bureaus removed some of their customers. Not all, apparently, because somebody tonight said their score went up 35 points to 749. Their credit score went up to 749 and added 35 points. And so I'm surprised. So hopefully that means something was worked out and maybe it's being added back on to people's credit score, or for him, it just was never removed, because not everybody was removed, but a large number of people were. So the point I'm trying to make is I have sent in my grievances about not being transparent, not communicating enough. Not everybody received emails. I'm like, man, what's going on? I thought you guys, you're customer service oriented, I thought, and not talking to the general population after they gave you $150 and saying, well, we might work it out. Some people find out, they're saying, hey, give us 30 days. Other people don't know what's going on. That's not acceptable. You knew there's thousands of people were going to sign up. And if something happens where there's going to be things removed off of people's credit report, sure, AG had nothing to do with it. But once you get 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 100 emails talking about, hey, what's going on with my stuff's removed, at that point as a company, and for anybody's company, whenever there's a problem, you're supposed to send out to your customers, hey, I recognize there's a problem. We're trying to do everything we can to fix it. Please give us a few weeks. That would be nice. That's where I have a problem. I'm like, this is not happening. And I'm sitting there like, this isn't cool. And also what's not cool, when somebody pays for a service, I don't care what business you own, somebody pays for something and they don't get what they paid for, and they send you an email saying, hey, man, I want a refund. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, we have no refund policy on our website. What is that? Yeah, I didn't get what I paid for. What difference does it make what your policy is on your website? If I didn't get what I paid for, I'm going to start getting a little pissed. So I'm a little pissed because I have represented AG in Goodwill. I'm an affiliate. And now people have signed up. People said, well, you know what? I don't think it's going to happen. I want my money back. And they're sending back emails saying, I'm not going to give you money back. I got a problem with that. Let's just face facts. That's not how you do business properly. At least send out messages, let people know, or just give people back their money. What's the big deal? Craziness, man. So anyhow, that's what's up with AG, man, just to let you know. I don't have nothing else to say about it. I just think they're handling this inappropriately. And you know how we do this here. I'm an affiliate for them, but that's their company, not mine. And so if you're not doing something appropriate that I don't think's appropriate, I'm going to air that regardless. Like I always told you guys, smart skills. Can you buy crypto with your business debit or credit card, or does it have to be with personal? Whatever they allow you to buy it with. Coinbase lets you use your bank account, so why not use your bank account? I'm trying to think. I don't usually use my credit card, but or debit cards or anything like that. But you can use your debt, like crypto.com, I think lets you use a debit card. Binance.us, I just signed up with, and I'm waiting on my KYC to get approved. So I think I can use a credit card on theirs. I'm sure there's a few places. I mean, Cash App, you can buy crypto apparently, not the right way that I like. Robinhood, no, Robinhood, you got to upload a bank account, I think. Yeah, there's only a few places you can buy crypto with a credit card. And also, it depends on if you're in the USA or not as well sometimes. But the guys will let you know on Voyager or Anchor, maybe you can use a credit card. I think crypto.com you can. All right. But what's up, EB? I'm late to the party. But yeah, he was an AG Jewelers. Yeah, so this is the thing. And AG Jewelers is like a lesson in life, right? Which is hard to come by. So you have a job and you're doing a hell of a job at your work, your workplace. And your boss comes up to you and tells you, hey, we got a problem. And you're like, okay, what's the problem? And then it's almost like the cartoons, Peanuts gang, where the adults are talking and it's like walk, 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 walk. So you're busting your ass and your boss comes up to you and starts talking to you like you're not busting your ass. And you're looking at him like, what are you talking about? And so instead of you saying, what are you talking about? I disagree with you. People in their head go, I need a job. I need this job. So instead of sticking up for yourself, you're like, oh yeah, and letting them clown you, knowing full well you do your stuff. And that's what people make decisions on, because it all has to do with money, right? You sit there and say, well, okay, I'll let that go because I need this paycheck. That is the situation in itself that you need to remedy, in my opinion. That's all I'm going to say, in my opinion. This is one of the reasons why I can never work for anybody for the last 20, 30 years, because I'm busting my ass every day, 8 hours a day. And, we could do metrics at where I worked. We had metrics. So you could see where pretty much a person kind of ranks by the jobs and what they're doing. So when my boss comes to me and says, Eric, we got a problem, blah, blah, blah. And I just like, well, dude, I'm number 1, number 2 up in here. You need to go talk to number 11, 12, 15 or something. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go look at the numbers, because you talking crazy to me. And people were always amazed that I never got fired, because I was like, you ain't up here clowning me, man. I bust my ass every day, and I know I'm number 1, number 2 in the joint. You messing with the wrong guy right now. So that's how I've always been. So this is the same thing with AG Jewelers. Yes, I get checks from them because you guys signed up. But at some point, if I feel that somebody signs up and pays for services and the services aren't rendered, and I have people sending me emails talking about, hey, man, they're not going to give me a refund. I never had nothing reporting or show reporting since I signed up in November or December. I'm like, that's not appropriate to me. So, yeah, I get a check. But guess what? I determine what checks I get from people. And to me, I might end up saying, I don't want no money from you guys no more. Why? Because you're jacking people. That's the way I look at it. That could come up. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, because they didn't represent they were going to do this type of stuff to me. But that's what ultimately ends up coming up, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't worth the money. They're ripping you off, and then I'm supposed to sit here and go, okay, because they're cutting me checks? No, that ain't how I roll. So This situation is going to come to a head with me and them in the next probably 24 to 48 hours. Because I'm trying to get these dudes on the phone so I can talk to them personally. Because I sent them emails voicing all what I'm talking to you about right now. Except I didn't tell them about the part I just told you about, because I'm determining in my head. I'm like, they're over here trying to jack people. I don't want no part of this. None of it. They're supposed to be helping people, not trying to take $150 from people. If you're not giving up the trade line, then give people back their $150. Don't send me no email over here talking about people can go to the store and buy something. I don't want to hear none of that. Nobody's giving you money to go buy jewelry at your store. I can go to any jewelry store and get credit. I'm not giving you $150 and then go to your store to buy something. What kind of nonsense is this, man? All right, man, let's get back to the point. Mine just came off today from AGC. Tanisha Lyles, thank you for letting me know. And let me know if anybody got any email from them in the last week or 2 weeks explaining anything. This is exactly why I got a problem. Adrienne, congrats on Bitcoin purchase. Exactly, Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial. My score went up 11 points with AG Jewelers. Even though it got removed from my report, I still have the 11-point increase. That's beautiful. A mint in 2004. Thank you for that. That's unusual. But again, it probably because it might have got removed, but it might have still posted, which is different. That's unusual because most people had theirs removed, the date and everything. So that's different. But I'm happy to hear that, though. That's awesome. The AG Jewel trade line were 149 investment, but yes, communication important, 35 points up. Yeah, for everybody that got posted, it worked like it was supposed to. For all intents and purposes, most people got an increase in their credit score, which is good. No hard inquiry, which is great. And everything was good. But if it's removed and it's another month goes by, and if we're going to March, and then you're going to tell people, well, what? I mean, how can people not get refunds at that point? Lana B, welcome to the Friday night live stream. Glad to see you here. Anchor USD is a high yield interest account rate, 7.83. That's nice. So basically, you can gain interest on USD and coins such as crypto payouts and USD. Okay, Joshua Felder, let me know. Is it 7.83 regardless of the coin, or is it up to 7.83? So what I'm trying to say is, what do I get for BTC and ETH versus if I'm holding Link or XLM? Do all those get 7.83? Let me know, because that's major. I'm hoping that 7.83 is nice, but again, on Celsius Network, well, no, I can't get 7.83 on Celsius or Nexo for BTC or ETH because I'm in the U.S. If I'm outside the U.S., I could. For Link, Link, I think I get 7.82 or 83 with Link. I don't have ET. XLM. I don't remember what my XLM I'm earning on, but I have XLM too. I don't have the Dash or the BCH or the XRP, so I don't. And XRP, they won't give me interest right now, but I don't have XRP. Litecoin, I don't have that gaining interest as well. All right. Big E, AG Jewelers gone from all three scores, went down 40 points average off. No worries. It will work out. You still the man. Daryl Jacobs, welcome to the Friday Night Live. Thank you so much for that. Hey, everybody, please smash that like button. And we're at the 2 hours and 19 minutes mark. You know how we do it on Friday Night Live. Anything you want to talk about is on the table. Yeah, I'm not really worried, man. I'm just like, I just don't like the no communications right now. That's what my biggest beef is. I was like, everybody can wait like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, but you got to have communication. And if somebody says, hey, I don't want to wait and I want my 150 back, what's the problem if a few people want their money back? That's all I have a problem with. And that's major to me. That shows integrity. Let's call it what it is. All right, he's giving me the numbers. BTC 4%. Okay, that's the usual. ETH 4%. LTC 4X. Are they doing XRP too? Yeah, BCH, XLM. Anchor is low on these. Yeah, they are low. But everybody's like low. So thanks for putting that in there. This is for Anchor USD, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the interest rate they're giving. But I can tell you on Nexo, BTC and ETH is 5%. On Celsius, BTC is 6.16%. ETH is 6%. So it's basically Celsius has a higher interest rate for almost every coin. And on SNX and Maddox, the best interest rate, 13.99% for USA citizens. If you hodl Maddox, MATIC, or SNX on Celsius. Other places, if you have SNX and Maddox, if they had it, they're lower than that. They're like 3% or something. So I'm like over there at Celsius with those. So that's why you pick and choose. But yeah, I wouldn't hold it Anchor because I'm missing out on potentially 2 percentage points, which, well, over time, when you're talking about $5,000, $10,000, 2% is major. All right, Curtis Davis, Mara and Riot, the play of the week. Right on. We were talking about this, ladies and gentlemen. Not me personally, but someone else in a chat just like this mentioned Mara and Riot like a month ago. And I think it was Wilson Koo, by the way. And they have both almost doubled. It's incredible. In fact, Mara is a stock, ladies and gentlemen. And so is Riot, but they go off the blockchain. So a month ago, look at here. Oh, hold on. Let me get it on screen for you guys. Look at this. This is Mara. You can get this on Robinhood. You can get it on any platform because they're in NASDAQ. Last month, it was $20. When somebody, I think it was Wilson Koo that mentioned this like a month ago on a Friday Night Live. And I was like, what's that? I never heard of it. So I didn't get in until it was like 23, I believe. So I don't know when that was, but I'm trying to find it. Where's the 20? Oh, it's because I'm holding it down. Oh, it was even lower. Yeah, I didn't get in somewhere around here. 22. Yeah. So it was around the beginning of this month when I got in because it was around 22 or 23 when I bought it. But a week before that, Wilson Koo mentioned it, and I tried to pull up Riot during the live stream, and we couldn't pull up Riot, but we could pull up Mara. And so just in the last month, from when he mentioned it, doubled your money, ladies and gentlemen, 125%. So 1.25. And me, I'm pretty much almost a little less than doubled. I mean, under, so 90%. Okay, Riot, I couldn't find it last time. But we can now. And look at this. Riot was also a month ago, $22, and that's even went up faster. 220% on your money, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're talking about. You just never know what's going to happen, just like what's happening now. Joshua Felder, Andy Ortiz, giving out some gems about Anchor and Voyager. You just never know. Just never know. Thanks, E, for the explanation. Much love. All right. Glad, I'm sorry I went on that rant about it, but I had to get it out there and let people know what's going on because I can't, we're trying to help people. We're not trying to jack people. Leah, my scores went up 25 points and my husband's went up 32 points, reported for 2 months. And now AG Jewelers removed the trade lines and we were back where we started. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, 2 months, that's almost like an AU trade line, which it isn't. But again, I will say the part is the credit bureaus removed them. It's not like AG Jewelers called up and said, hey, guys, I want you to remove these. That didn't happen. It's the credit bureaus did it on their own. And then AG Jewelers is going to have to respond with whatever the credit bureaus want. But nonetheless, as a company, you still have to let thousands of your customers know what's going on. That's all there is to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we've been talking about crypto. We talked even about international real estate in Punta Cana area. We talked about, nobody's coming to save you. So you got to get everything in order for self-sustainability, right? That's what we got to do here. Okay. So I'm looking around because I didn't get any water to drink tonight, but we have a little bit kombucha left. All right. So you have to be able to self-sustain yourself. And by doing that, that means the food, the water, figure out how you can get electrical sources. If hell freezes over, if a situation happens, just like what happened in Texas, and water pipes are bursted, the electricity's off, even if you have solar, that's probably not helping you right now because your panels are frozen with ice on them. So now you need wood, fireplace, electricity. So where are you going to get electricity from? Okay, well, maybe you have the solar panels stored, just them easy ones. At least you have a way of charging your phones and being in contact with people and being able to cut on a heater somehow. Portable heater somehow. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something just in case stuff hits the fan. All right? So those are kind of things you're thinking about. All right. Hey, Eric, I'm new to the channel. Would like to ask you about the stock HMPT. Do you see any potential? Marketa, and I can't pronounce this last name, but I'll try. Mitakova. Marketa Mitakova. All right. Close, I hope. That sounds like a hemp. I don't know much about that stock, quite frankly. That one I don't know about, but if it's a hemp stock, Home Point Capital. That means we have dividends? No dividends. I really can't. Hold on, I'll get it on the screen. I really can't help you with it because I don't know about Home Point Capital. And over the last month, they were pretty much staying the same. They had an upside here for a minute to 13, but it was just 11 a month ago. So it's staying level. I don't know what they do. So unfortunately, I can't help you decide. The CEO sold 1,409 shares on February 2nd. So I don't know why he would do that. But I don't know anything about Home Point. I can't help you out at all. If Home Point is like, well, they have no movement. Let me go see 6 months. Similar type movement. Oh, is this a new IPO that came out January 29th? Because that's what it looks like. Because they don't have a 1 year. They don't have a 6 months. Okay. All right. So it's like an IPO or something. So it's moving sideways. I don't know much about it. And quite frankly, if it's like a Home Depot or anything like that, but it's called Home Point Capital, so I'm thinking they must invest. There's nothing on them. I don't like that. But it's new. I don't know. Hold on a second. I'll try something else because it looks like an IPO. So I'll try IPO-wise. Home Point Capital, well below range at 13. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. They were aiming at $19. That's not good at all. This is unusual for an IPO in this area. That's highly unusual. Jeez. Connecticut-based private equity firm, mostly from an affiliate. Okay. Following footsteps, Rocket, correspondent, wholesale lender. Oh, wholesale lender, mortgage company. All right. If they're a mortgage company, treacherous roads ahead. Treacherous roads ahead. If you've invested in it, that's great, but you might have to sit by for a while if it's what they're saying it is, because they're going to be in the mortgage. If they're in the mortgage business, this is not the time to enter this sector. because in a few months, all hell's going to break loose, possibly. I don't know how they're going to stave this off because there's a bunch of people that's going to be in foreclosure, and it depends on what they're holding. Yeah, it depends on what mortgages they're holding. So I can see why this isn't going to go anywhere for a minute. And they don't give out dividends either. So, truthfully, just from this temporary look, you got to do your own due diligence. But I'd be like the CEO. If this thing pops up a little bit and I have a little profit, I'd be selling it too, just like he did. So, Eric, what is Bitcoin Cash? It's a fork. So let's just call it Bitcoin came out, and then Bitcoin Cash is like the stepchild where they said Bitcoin is too expensive, takes too much time to process. So we're going to do a fork and come off and call it Bitcoin Cash. And it's like, 10% of the value at one time. So that's what it is. It's just another coin. I don't know how to describe it any other way. But there's a lot of other coins that is earning a greater interest rate, that's going up in value. Like I said, GRT was just like 50 cents a month ago. Algo was like 6 cents like 2 months ago. And now they're, the 10 times, 20 times that number. Bitcoin Cash would not probably do that, but it's another good one. Kabucha from DR. That's it, man. That's exactly right. Packaged. I got some other stuff in my bag from DR too, called rum. Some people are stating BTC better than stocks. I think both are excellent investment. Go make money. Exactly. I agree with you, Curtis Davis, that you diversify. You should have both of them. Mr. Financial, exactly. I agree, man. Play of the month, Jivo up 14%. Oh, let's go look. I think we said to buy Jivo, was it not about 2 months ago? Let's see what's happened in 2 months. On a Friday Night Live, once again, another member said, hey, check out Jivo about 2 months ago. Let's go look back. Yeah, it was around December something, I believe. Yeah, and maybe it wasn't, but I didn't buy it I don't think I bought it well, maybe I did. I don't remember when I bought it. But in this case, even if it was January 6th, it was only $4.39. So it's 177%. So again, whoever has Jivo and would have bought it like 2 months ago, you're up big time. It was on a Friday Night Live that somebody mentioned it. Oh, didn't have it on the screen. So you can see it here. Right here, it was December 14th. It was $2.08. Whoever got in then, 485%. Gotta love life. 5 times, 6 times your money. And then if you got in like January 6th, it was $4.39. And again, 177, 1.5 times your money and then some. So, I mean, in fact, even if you got in January 29th, you would have 20% upside. So again, Jivo, ladies and gentlemen, renewable chemicals, an advanced biofuels company, wave of the future. This is what we talked about before, future. You can invest cheaply right now because the future has not arrived and get all the upside as they build. And fortunately for some of us, again, I don't remember when I bought Jivo and what price. I don't think it was $2 though. That's my thing. But it's hard to forget. I have over 100 and some. I have almost 200 stocks in all. In all my portfolios combined, I have over 200 stocks. So that's why I can't remember all of them. All right. But yeah, play of the month was Jivo. Play of the last 2 months was Jivo. UAVS dipped to $8 on Thursday. FUD recovered to 11 today. Hey, I'm still happy. A lot of people, if you were members of the channel before, UAVS was only $2 when we got in. And that was like 6 months ago. I won't even show the chart, but that's what happened. Not that Falcon coin. Is Airbnb a good idea still? Not that Falcon coin. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you again. Yeah, Airbnb is always good. It doesn't cost you anything. You just need the property. So as long as you have the property, when a person books it, then you give Airbnb only 3%. Best thing you can do. So and in fact, people have been trying to book with me on Airbnb. I still haven't accepted one booking. It's been, I think my last booking was January, February. I think it was February of last year before everything got shut down. So, but people have been trying to book with me, and I haven't booked anybody yet. And the reason why, I guess, got to tell you, because I'm still not clear on what the policy is. Because if somebody books something with me like a next week or 3 weeks from now, people keep asking what's the cancellation policy. And I don't want to arrange things and then have them cancel last minute. And I believe Airbnb is probably going to allow it. So that's where I have a problem. But it's a good idea, because 2 years from now, like when our condos are done and when Victor Marrero's condo is done sometime this year, he can rent out his Airbnb. People still go get off on the plane at Dominican Republic, and they're still visiting. So he'll be able to rent out his property. VRBO is another one, by the way. So, but yeah, Airbnb is good, man, as long as you have property. VRBO is good as long as you have property. So that's how we do it. Generators. Exactly. You need generators. Or solar panels with the Tesla power walls. How about that? I'm just saying. Because then you wouldn't have been without juice when that storm came. At least you might have had juice for 1 or 2 days, at least. Juice. And as far as water goes, we can't help you with that. And as far as the sewer system and the eeks, I can't even imagine the water filtration plant going down. Man, that's ugly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're up at 2 hours and 36 minutes. So please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. If anybody ever has any questions, you can always hit me up at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. This is the No Guru Zone. That's why we don't have courses. I don't charge for mentorship. I don't charge for you guys sending me anything. I just try to help you out via email at no cost. Simple. Been checking out Timeshare Nation. There you go. Oh, man. Timeshare Nation should have quite a few timeshares right now. Quite a few. But you're going to have to slow your roll and pay attention, because there's cities and states that are implementing new Airbnb laws. Like Hawaii, for instance. They now are trying to tax people. Again, tax people. So now you have to get one of their registration numbers and put it into your Airbnb listing. Otherwise, your listing is not going to be allowed to be shown. So you just got to be careful on where you're buying now. There's rules and restrictions in certain areas. So you got to make sure whatever you buy, and you also make sure if you're going to use Timeshare Nation, make sure they include the first year. Make sure you're buying something that includes the first year maintenance fees. So, and usage. And it's always good at the beginning of the year, because if you can get a 2021 that allows usage this year, that gives you a chance to get on the way up. So that means you can rent it out, and you can already get the money to pay for the maintenance fees for next year and keep the profit. And then next year, do the same thing. Pay the next year, keep the profit, and keep it rolling. Generac stock. Oh, man, that's a good idea, Curtis. Well, actually, it's probably going to be too late, but right now, their stock probably is going up. Exactly. Their stock's going up, ladies and gentlemen. You know that for a fact. You know that's for a fact. Their stock's going up. You can see it, especially, 3% today, but look at this. Yeah, their stock's going up. These guys have awesome generators, ladies and gentlemen. So they're one of the leading companies, affordable as well. So here goes a good start right here. But the reason why they went up, obviously, is because of the situation in Texas. And if I'm going to hold this normally, I don't know if I would. As you can see here, over the last 6 months, when there was no issues, it was just creeping. 20% still a movement, but you know, if there was no serious issues, but again, people are going to start buying generators clearly because of what happened with Texas. People are now scared. They're going to be paranoid. They're going to buy generators. And this is one of the best companies for generators. So we're going to add into the price and take us into some of the money on the profits. Yeah, why not? Why not? Ali G with the icon next to his name. Nice to see you again on a Friday Night Live. Very happy that you're here on another Friday Night Live, Ali G. Long time no see. Not that far. Yeah, my hometown won't even allow them. No short-term rentals. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See? What about FRX? Prince Aaron, I thought you were in FRX already. We talked about this months ago. A Curtis Davis special. He's the one that was talking about it. He was the one telling me. Forest, I'm thinking of something else. Forest Road acquisition, a recent IPO. Yes, buy it. Buy it. We talked about this. No, we didn't talk about it, might be lost on this. I can't remember this one. Hold on. I'm going to show everybody. FRX, buy it. It's an IPO that just came out recently. And they're a SPAC company. So people that have the icon next to their name, they know when I bought FRX. It's under the community tab because I let all members know what I actually do and buy. It's not really a secret. I just let people know what I buy, and I let them know if I sell as well. But I don't sell because everything that I'm buying right now is for the future. And FRX, future. Once again. So I'm in. And by the way, speaking of future, here's what happened in the last month. Let's just go. All the SPACs start around $10. So we're like 33% up, but we're good with them. This is long-term hold. And the other one, and unfortunately, okay, GVHI. No. I think it's, don't tell me I have the wrong one. This isn't the right one, ladies and gentlemen. I got it mixed up. GHVI. There we go. All right. Gores Holdings. This is another SPAC, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matterport. This is the 3D. I mentioned this last Friday night. This is one day, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what happened. Hold on. Let me show you what happened. Well, I can't do it that way. What's today? The 19th. So around the 12th. Let's go look. Last Friday. What was it? $16.40. Last Friday, I mentioned this. All right. Members of the channel got it before last Friday, maybe a day or two before. So it was around 15, 16, whatever. 16. So here we go. So again, 50% increase, and they haven't even started yet, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a stock also with FRX. You can get this one as well. And the reason why this popped today, because the analysts on CNBC came out and talked about Gores Holding, and then people started buying it. That's why it popped. FRX, you have another gem right there from Prince Aaron mentioning it. And I'm saying the Gores Holding, that's another one, ladies and gentlemen. Pelletier, lockup period expired this week, dipped to $25. It's Kathy Woods, a believer. She's on fire. Exactly. Again, I mentioned this today. I bought more Pelletier this morning. Members of the channel who can look under the community tab, they know all about it. It was pre-market, by the way, Webull. We'll go look at it. Webull pre-market, it was 26. It was 26.40. That's what I think I bought it at, 26.40 this morning. Pre-market. All right? Before everybody was waking up. It was like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., something like that, Eastern time. All right. PLTR stock ends at 29. That's a good thing. So they don't have pre-market on here. Interesting. So anyhow, by the time the market opened at 9:30 a.m., it was $27.03. All right. But pre-market, I got in and others was $26.60 or 69 cents, something like that. So when it opened at 9:30 a.m., it was up to us already. And then by the time after hours, it went up 10% today, ladies and gentlemen. And Curtis Davis is absolutely correct. The stock should be easily $40, $50 or more. Software company, Peter Thiel, buddies with our boy Elon Musk. I don't see a problem. They can get funding anytime. And Kathy Woods is on board. I'm on board. You know how I love Kathy Woods from ARK Invest, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Simple and Oslo banks are closing their doors. They cater. Oh, whoa. That is news. Those guys were supposed to be helping people. Wow, that soon. These startups are not really startups, but they were trying to get their little niche going in. Wow, I can't believe that. That's incredible. Curtis Davis, what's up? Ali G, Frio, DeCold, JB's in the house. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you there. I don't know what Frio is, unless it's, let's go look. Frio 3? I don't know. And before Gino Shimiente gets into it, I don't know. I'm going to get back to Frio. But I finally invested in Melli, by the way. Melli, the Amazon of Argentina and South America. I finally did it. Gino Shimiente has been telling me for like 2 to 3 months to get in. The cost of lost opportunity, which was the last video. So here it is, 3 months ago, December 16th at $1,618. And now look, it's at $1,900, ladies and gentlemen. 300, almost, well, $250 to almost $300 difference. And if I'd have got it December 9th, there would be like almost a $400 difference. See what happens? You can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen, but we can get in at any time we want to. And I got in like last week, or this week rather, because it was last Friday night that I told them this Monday I'm actually buying. And then it was a holiday, so I had to wait till Tuesday. So anyhow, I got in on Tuesday. So that's where we're at, Gino. So I'm finally in the bandwagon. JB, Frio Dio Cold. Is that Dominican Republic? Let me know what Frio is. Campbell, RPT with the icon next to his name. Closing on condo in Santo Domingo beginning the next month. Looking to Punta Cana next. Right on, man. Congratulations. I'm happy to hear that you got that condo in Santo Domingo and it all went well on your short visit. That's awesome, man. Right on. Curtis Davis, add to watch list. OLN and ING. All right, let's go look it up. Curtis Davis. OLN ING. Not familiar. Let's see. Olin Corporation, American manufacturer of ammunition, chlorine. Oh, this is Prepper, manufacturing chlorine and sodium hydroxide. All right, this is like a Prepper company. And look, of course, ladies and gentlemen, look what happened today over the last 5 days. Oh, yeah. I could see this, especially after the 2 or 3 days of Texas. Yeah, ammunition is on the rise. Yeah, I can't say nothing bad about that. I like that. Good call. And also, okay, ING. Let me see what ING is. There's another company. I like, God, I wish I could remember the name of it. Dutch Multinational Banking and Financial Services Corporation in Amsterdam. ING Bank. They're in Europe, but that's almost like UBS. You're gonna have to give me a reason why you want to do ING instead of like Bank of America or Wells Fargo or anything like that. But let me know. Just staying about the same. Yeah, I like while we're doing some stock. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, ladies and gentlemen. But why don't we get into something? Remember, semiconductor stocks. That's what that ING reminded me of. That's not it. IS. I can't remember the name of it. How can I never? How can I never remember? But anyhow, uh, this is one INSG, semiconductors, subsidiaries. Let's go down, down, up over 6 months. This is good in my opinion. TTMI. I mentioned this last Friday. TTMI. Here we go. 5 days ago, 14, still 14. 14, 14. TTMI. People are like, hey, Eric, those aren't moving. I know, you're spoiled. Another semiconductor company, Tower Semiconductor. Yeah, you're spoiled. I know. Hey, Eric, these aren't moving up 10%, 20% in a month. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. This one's a slow roller. Semiconductors are going to be needed for artificial intelligence, autonomous driving, drones, for starters, 5G network, satellites, and there's a shortage. So what do you think is going to happen in the semiconductor area? And there's an ETF for semiconductors, but I can't remember because somebody mentioned it on Wednesday. And I wish I could remember what it was because I did like that. I'm looking through some notes right now because I sometimes keep it available. But I did not write it down on my note sheet. But AMD, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Curtis Davis special. A is in Apple, M is in Mary, D is in David. NVIDIA, NVDIA. Those are all good for chips. All right. So hopefully I gave you a few right there. All right. Eric, Melly, yep, the Genome Shimiente special. Exactly. JB, Dominican Republic. Okay. LNG. Oh, LNG. Okay. Let's go see what this is. LNG. I'm not familiar with LNG. Let's go look. Okay, energy company in Houston, Texas, to export liquefied natural gas. All right. We like natural gas. So there's a lot of people because in the last 6 months, it moved 20%. More than that, 35%. Yeah, that's the wave of the future. Natural gas, that's going to be a thing. It's already a thing, but it's going to be much better in the future because there's going to be vehicles are going to be moving on it as well. I like that, 69.10. There's nothing wrong with that. No dividend, though. I'm disappointed. But it is what it is. All right. Victor, I think it's LNG. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it was LNG versus ING because I was like, ING makes no sense. Shaking my head, JB. Oh, Joshua Felder, HIMX. That's right. That's a good one right there. We should be in. That's the one. Thank you, Joshua Felder. Thank you. Himax Technology, supplier and fabulous semiconductor manufacturer in Taiwan. Here we go with another one, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And then, if you're new, we got HIMS, which is a health stock. Once again, it's an IPO that came out like a month ago. Not much movement on it, but hey, I think it was a month ago. Yeah, it was around a month ago. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 10, $11 is what it started out as. But still, it was a month ago. So around 10, 11, $12. We're doing good right now, 63%. It dipped in January, so 13, and now it's back up to 19. Again, telemedicine company, just like Teladoc, except this is a IPO, so you can get in right now. And just for everybody that doesn't know what happened with Teladoc, they acquired Livongo. We'll go to Teladoc. Let me remind you, Teladoc at $292, and they're also in the telemedicine arena. And there is Hims startup at $19. It's in the same field. We know we're going to need health, right? And then we know we need semiconductors, right? On the NASDAQ. That's what we need. We know we need that. These are all reasonable, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody can get in while the getting in is good. Thank you for bringing that up, Joshua Felder. Check out ET stocks. Long Way Alan, welcome to the live stream. What do you mean? You mean ET? That's ET Energy? Let me know what you exactly mean with ET stocks. AMD, Marvel, MU, and Special E-Commerce, JD, that's right. Woo! Curtis Davis, Joshua Felder, everybody giving off some gems, ladies and gentlemen. After months of delay, I finally bought Marvel myself. Hold on, let me go show people the AMD. Oh, and AMD, because Curtis Davis been talking about AMD for 6 months. I never did anything. So let me show you guys what happened when I wasn't listening. 83, it moved sideways. Good news. I didn't lose out too bad, but I just bought AMD like a week or so back. Then, but again, this is a semiconductor company, ladies and gentlemen. There's a shortage. And then he mentioned Marvel. So again, semiconductors is the thing. And this is the one that he's been telling me for 6 months. Eric, get this Marvel every Friday night. And then finally I did it like a week or so back. So if I'd have done it back when I should have, 60%. But again, we can't win them all. We can only invest in everything. We can't invest in all the winners, ladies and gentlemen. We do have losers. All right? There's losers every now and then. Yeah, Energy Transfer. Yeah, I invested in ET like 2 weeks ago. But I'll get to that. MU. Curtis, you threw in a new one for me. I don't know about MU. Let's see who's MU. Oh, Micron. Very nice. That's memories. Yeah, 6 months. Again, you guys can get an idea what Curtis Davis's portfolio has been doing. 100% in 6 months. You can see almost all of his are 100% in 6 months. AMD's moving sideways, but so what? We can't win. Everything can't go up. We're spoiled. Jeez. And then JD is actually online from another country, which goes up. Chinese e-commerce company, just like Melly. Look what's been happening over 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. 41% on your money. No dividends, but it's went up 41% in 6 months. It's JD.com. There you go. These are all gems because it's the future is ordering online. That's what it's going to be. Eric, I got Melly at 358. I'm glad you got in. Yeah, man. I know you did, Gino. You got in like 3-4 years back on all this stuff, enjoying the 1,000% gains. I love it. But thank you for sharing it with us here at Stop Struggling Now, because that allows everybody to go on the rest of the gains. I'll take the rest. All right. Shaking my head. SMH. Wait, is SMH a stock? Hold on. He's said that twice. I don't think that's a stock. Let me go see. SMH. Is that a stock? Oh, Van X Semiconductors. There we go. Thank you, JB. That was the one. Thank you so much. No wonder. I thought he was talking about shaking my head. Yeah, that is the one, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. SMH. JB, bringing the gym. Yeah, in fact, let me write this down. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a slight delay here for a second because I don't have my pen handy. SMH. Oh, man. I got to put this. Okay. All right, we're good. SMH. That's the one. NVIDIA is shortening supply of mining crypto. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. Thank you, Miss Classy. Welcome to the Friday Night Live. Thank you so much. I was a bit late. I didn't realize. I was like after the second or third time he put in SMH. I remember talking about it. So now I said, wait, he's talking about a stock? Sure enough, I was Johnny come lately on that one. But thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for clarifying. The man is going to push them up. Exactly. Exactly. That's why you got to have NVIDIA in your portfolio, Wilson Koo. Thank you. AMD is good to get into. That's correct. Yes, Energy Transfer, Long Way Allen. Exactly. I invested in Energy Transfer ET about 2 to 3 weeks back. I know exactly what it is. Yep. $7. 8.7% interest on your money, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was mostly interested in. Plus, it's an energy company. So I was like, we're good. We're beautiful. I'll take the 8.71%, and it can keep moving a little sideways. That's fine. I don't know what I bought it at, quite frankly, but I think it was only like 2 weeks ago. So it was around $7 or something. No gain that way, but I'll take the 8.71% dividend money, and I'll sit on that for a while. So thank you for bringing that up, Long Way Allen. Yes, Wilson Koo, get copper. He's right. Precious metals, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't want to get the physical precious metals, then you can invest in different things like, let's go, hold on, PLG. Here goes one for you. PLG stock, Platinum Groups. Look, downside today. PLG. Let's see. Long terms. $2, doubled your money in 6 months. And then some. So what's going to happen whenever you print money? You're going to have inflation. So you got to be in precious metals, copper, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, all of that. Nice call, Wilson Koo. Exactly. The next one you should get is Chipotle. I got this one at 157. Look at it today. This one going to 2,000 for growth. This is why no dividend. I know Chipotle. I haven't gotten in Chipotle. And just so everybody can see, the Chipotle is serious biz. They have a market niche that is unparalleled, and I have to agree with him. Even in a pandemic, they won't be slowed down because their meals are $6, $7. You can be in and out in 5 minutes to about 10 minutes. They're trying to be in the natural food category. They had a misstep, but they've corrected it. The prices are about right, $6, $7, $8 for a bowl. So you can't go wrong there, because even at the store now, I went to the store and everything I grabbed seemed to be $7. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I could have went to Chipotle for everything I'm putting in the basket. I could have went to Chipotle like 10 days with 10 items, still $70. Crazy. So yeah, I agree. And okay, well, I got in Melee this week. I guess I'll be in CMG next week, because I agree they have an upside, a huge upside. They're like McDonald's to me at this point, but it's like McDonald's in 1970. That's what CMG is right now, because they're going to be on not every corner like the McDonald's, but they're not even scratch the surface globally, let alone in the United States. They still have a long way to go. They have a long runway. Haha, Gino, you got Melly perfect time, 300 times 8x. Yeah. And now he's got 1,000% on CMG. And And yeah, I missed out on that one too. But hey, I still believe they're going to grow. Oh, Air Semiconductor Company. Thank you so much for all business, nothing personal. That's another one. That's another semiconductor. It's all good. All good. I can't see anybody going wrong with being in the semiconductor space. All good in the long term, since there's a shortage. And even if there wasn't a shortage, with all the vehicles, that's millions of vehicles, all the EV vehicles, all the ICE vehicles, all the satellites, all the guidance systems, all the missile systems, GPS systems. I mean, everything's going to need like a semiconductor in them. I mean, so I think there's plenty of room for everybody. So again, that's a good one. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, FCX. Yeah, FCX also. You know, I got into FCX. I think it was like 2 months ago when Curtis Davis kept talking about it. so it was, yeah, it wasn't back there. But he told us about it 6 months ago. I didn't do it. But then about 2 months ago, he mentioned it, and that's when I got in, so in December. But you guys can see what's happening. Mining company. Freeport is a mining company based in Phoenix, Arizona, and only a small dividend of 0.53%. But again, mining companies, FCX, this is where you want to be. All right. Hopefully you guys are getting some of this down and you got your pen and pad handy, because these are gems. They can't make electronics without copper and silver. Exactly, Wilson Koo. And they're making a ton of it. So we got to get into some copper plays. LAZR from Apple Car. Exactly. Laser. It's coming. Trailer Park Collage. I invest in stock and crypto. Win-win either way. Exactly. Great job, Trailer Park Collage. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. That's exactly what you want to do. We got to diversify. Haha, Miss Class A. I love Chipotle. Exactly. Me too. You can't lose. CMG, Shop, Google. Exactly, can't lose. Future. All EV and chip stocks are pinned up demand. We're waiting on the explosion. That's it exactly. And what people don't understand is that when we've been in this pandemic for like almost we have been in a year. You have to understand after we have a pandemic for a year that there are some industries that are actually just on hold. So for instance, R&D, research and development, is being done because you can't have your full workforce there. So you have your minor staff there tweaking stuff over the last 5-6 months. And we know distribution and supply lines are kind of cut. So even if you wanted to do something, you can't order it and get it here in a timely fashion. So what's going to happen when there's everybody gets vaccinated, or this thing goes down to almost a respectable level where people aren't getting sick and hospitalized on a regular basis? There's going to be this explosion of technology and availability of everything, and people are going to spend the money to buy it. And that just means if you own a piece of the company, the stock's going to go up. So good points. It's going to be all pent up. Buy lithium. Exactly. I can't remember. I'll just give you a lithium stock, but it's not for here or there for me. But it's PLL, Piedmont Lithium. Not that they're anything special, but it's a lithium company. As you can see, headquarters out in Australia. So I missed it on the screen, but nothing special about that. But there's others, and I'm sure Wilson Koo's going to give me them because I can't remember because I didn't invest in this other lithium company that they gave me. It was G Money. G Money gave us a lithium one that was only like $2 or $3. Can't remember what it was. Let's see if it was lithium, because I got it in my drop-down menu. Here's Lithium Americas, LAC. Yes, G Money gave us an LAC. Yep. But it was just recently, though. It wasn't like back when it was only like $7. But LAC is another lithium company. PLL is a lithium company. I'm trying to think. There's another one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. what it is. But those are the ones. He's got a good point. Healthcare, Texas Medical. Let's go see. TXMD. Therapeutics MD. All right. Sucker for healthcare stocks, $177, $1.77. Could be another gem. Wilson Coos, known to be dropping gems. The man that gave us the crypto plays, stock plays. Here we go. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3 hours. So we're going to have to end this. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. So I want to thank everybody for being here. It's 3 hours. This is one of the longest ones we've had. And I'm still trying to get the Celsius Network CEO on the line, doing a live stream. But you know how people are when you say, hey, come on the live, because anything can happen on a live stream. Any questions can be asked on a live stream as well. And this is not like TV where you have a script. So therefore, you just never know. And that's why people are kind of hesitant to come live. But we'll see. I'm trying to get the Celsius CEO over here to talk to another CEO. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully on one of these lives, and I'm going to run a live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. Just so you guys know, Monday, open to everybody. Wednesday, open to everybody, but in the chat room, it'll be members only. On Wednesdays are member-only chats. Everybody can see the video and the live, but only members will be able to chat. And then Friday nights, as you know, that's when we run the whole table, and it could be 3 hours, 2 hours, however long it's going to be. And people are dropping gems once again. So please share these videos and tell people to bring pen and paper and pad next time, because there's just way too many gems being dropped. And I know we can't invest in all of them, but 2 or 3 of them, you could earn 20, 30, 40% on your money within 2 to 3 months, because we're spoiled now. I would never say this in the past, 20, 30% in 2 months. That's unheard of. But what's going on right now? What's going to happen when $1,400 or $1,200 or $1,000 drops into people's hands? A lot of people are going to put it in the stock market, half of it or more. So that would mean the stock market is going to increase. And companies are going to buy back their own shares of stock, which means stock market's going to increase. So you still have time to get in, and you can get in using the free links. Get your links, get your free shares of stock down below in the description. Robinhood and Webull are still giving free shares of stock. All right, Robinhood, you're going to have to link your bank account. Not that you have to deposit, but you're going to have to link your bank account to get your free share of stock. Webull, you just got to sign up and verify your email address, and they'll give you either 1 free share of stock or 2. If you deposit $100 or more in Webull, they'll give you 2 more free shares of stock. All right, that's still going on. Oh, there we go. Wilson Koo, he's dropping the gems. All right, hold on. We got more gems because he just put it up on me. Andy Ortiz, thank you. Here we go. There we go. LTHM, that's the other one, ladies and gentlemen. Plug, of course, we know about Plug. Lit, I don't know about Lit. Let me go check this out. Let's go look at Lit. I'm not familiar with Lit. Global Lithium Battery Technology ETF. All right. I like that. I like that. Let's go. Yeah, I like that. And I guess I'll show the LTHM too so everybody can see. LTHM, Livent Corp, chemical manufacturing company. So they've been on the rise, of course. And they have subsidiaries in lithium and chemicals, so they put everything together. By the way, lithium batteries also need nickel, so you might want to do a nickel company, a nickel mining company, that is. Here's what we're going to do. I can never remember. That's not it. That's it, I think. Why is that? I'm close. Can't remember what it is. It's Nick's No. I can't remember what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But anyhow, nickel companies, that's something you want to get into. And then, of course, battery, BATT. Yeah, that's the one. Amplify lithium. So there's several choices for lithium, battery, mining companies. You have to think about all those. If you can make any investments into some of these areas, that's where you should be. All right. Lithium stocks. Thank you, Wilson Koo. I appreciate that. And ALB. I'm not familiar with ALB. So let's go look. ALB is a chemical manufacturing company based in Charlotte, Rockwood Holdings, and it looks like 100 to 156 in the last 6 months. So you can't go wrong. Again, this is the future, and you have to keep in mind, we've talked about this before. These companies, they're going to consolidate. They're going to merge. The larger company is going to buy one of these smaller companies. So these are the kind of things that's why it's good to be in early, and you'll have a situation like Altria and in the marijuana industry when Altria and Tilray merged and their stocks skyrocketed, both of them, which was kind of wild. All right, Joshua Felder, thanks, Wilson Koo. Exactly. Thanks again, Wilson Koo. Makey Ortiz, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. See you, everybody, at Thursday. Thank you. Monday night, you'll see us. Wednesday night, you'll see us. And again, Friday night, you'll see us on the live stream. Makey Ortiz, thank you for being here. All right. Thanks, guys. Albius, industry leader in lithium batteries. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo. That's great hindsight right there, or insight, shall I say. All right. Dropping gems. Man, people, if you missed this live stream, woo, nothing but a lot of heat tonight. So I want to thank everybody that's doing these awesome contributions. This is unbelievable. There's enough stocks that a person can invest in. You don't have to pick 100. You don't have to pick 50. You can just simply pick 5 or 10 or 3 or 2. But you got to get in the arena where you know lithium, EV, batteries, gold, miner stocks, because like Wilson Koo said, you're going to need platinum, silver, copper when you're doing computer boards. So there's all kind of areas that you can put your money into where the stocks aren't $2,000 or $3,000 or $250. There are stocks literally under $25 that you can invest in if you want. Or you can do fractional shares at Robinhood and invest in any stock. So there you go. SBE. Oh, yeah. SBE is Switchback. Switchback. Let's go look at this. I haven't even checked out my Switchback. It was set it and forget it. Switchback basically has been on this ChargePoint SBE merger situation, but Switchback is a company on its own. They have charging stations. So you guys can see what happened. Some of us got in back here in September and October when it was 15, 16, 17 bucks. The forefront. Yes, Tesla has their ChargePoint deal where they have their charging stations almost all over, the lower 48 states. But there's other companies that do this too. And there's going to be other EV cars coming out this year and next year. They don't all use ChargePoint's charging stations, and Switchback and a few other charging stations charge faster. So this is why you got to pay attention. There are going to be other charging stations that are going to be able to charge a vehicle. If it takes 45 minutes now, what about if it only takes 20 minutes? Then what about if it takes 15 minutes? Well, guess what? These are coming out. They already have the technology. It's already working. It's just they haven't found the right distribution yet for it. And they're waiting on the car companies to get their cars on the EV network. GM, they're going EV. Ford, they're going EV. All right. So right now they're selling hundreds of thousands of EV vehicles. What's going to happen when that's 2 million? a year. Now you're going to need a whole bunch of charging stations. And by the way, there's a IPO coming out, EVGO. All right. Let's see. EVGO IPO. Watch for it. Coming in 2021. And guess who the SPAC is, ladies and gentlemen? Here's the SPAC that you can actually get in right now. And this is the reason why the stock is going up. There's a reason why this stock is going up. Because this SPAC is supposed to have EVGO as a partner. So look here. Look what's been happening. When it came out in January, it was only $13, $14, ladies and gentlemen. Members of the channel already was in this last month. We talked about it. $16, $17 at the time. And now it went up to $50. That's like 3 times our money, ladies and gentlemen. So, and they have room to grow. They haven't even merged yet officially. Almost like SBE and ChargePoint. So this is why this has ran up this week. And this is why you have institutional investors like ARK Investing and a whole bunch of other companies putting in $100 million in their stock this past week. Because they know something we don't, apparently. All right. So anyhow, we're going to wrap this up tonight because it's 3 hours. Okay. Lordstown Motors. Oh, man, people are dropping some more gems. Better than playing the lottery. Exactly. Curtis Davis. JSDA. Now at 60 cents. Okay. Hold on now. We got to go see JSDA. Joshua Felder dropping another gem on us. Oh, he dropped it on us like 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah. I remember this. And I didn't even put this down. It was over the counter. That's why. Because you guys, I still haven't figured out where I'm going with my over the counter. I haven't gotten approval yet. Well, I don't want to use E-Trade because they charge me $4.99. So I got to come up with another brokerage account. So, yeah. Now 60 cents. Jeez. Joshua Felder just told us like last week. Or 2 weeks ago. I mean, February 8th, it was 43 cents. It was 42 Fridays ago. It was 41 cents. It's up to 60. This is escalating. Somebody's going to buy these guys up. We better get in on this at 60 cents. All right. I guess I got to find an over the counter, guys, because I'm missing out on a bunch of things like Planet 13. I'm missing out on that. I'm missing out on the JSDA. I'm missing out on a bunch. And so I thought First Trade was going to do right, but they're acting crazy, so I can't do them. All right. Thank you so much, Joshua Felder. And Wilson Koo dropping some more biotechs. CPRX, yes, we've heard of that. I'm just going to have to roll this out. So everybody that's watching this video after it comes out, they'll get the benefit of seeing this. And this is why watch time matters, ladies and gentlemen, because you just never know till the end. Gems are being dropped. More than one company can make EVs, so they need more than Tesla. Exactly, Wilson Koo. Ride. Stocks. Lordstown, Ohio. Exactly. RIDE, ladies and gentlemen. It's another one. Curtis Davis coming in with the last minute gem. That's right. Ride. 2476. So everybody can see how this EV plays have been running over the last 6 months. That's moving slow. All right. Let's see. Last 6 months. Yep. 13 to 24. Doubled your money. And I guess I'll put in the workhorse. WHKS as well. These are like little sleep. Oh, it moved up to 30s. All right. I like it. Once again, these all started like $10, $17, $15, ladies and gentlemen. 6 months ago, we were talking about it. Again, here you go. $15.99, $17, $18, and here we go. Patience. Now it's 32, almost doubling your money. And in some cases, you are doubling your money if you were able to get in at the 15 number. Like in November, it was 16, 15. So October, you'd be able to double your money from that point. So again, these are all futuristic stocks. So you have another choice to get in on this. All right, here we go. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I got to wrap this up. Thanks for the gems, people. Well, thank you, Wilson Koo. Thank you for the gems once again. Thank everybody for the gems. Joshua Felder, Curtis Davis. All this is enough. I mean, you know, hey, Victor in here doing it. Everybody, thank you so much for the gems. I really appreciate it because this helps everybody in the community. All business, nothing personal. Thank you. You know, Andy Ortiz, everybody giving us info on the crypto, where to go for Voyager and Anchor. Thank you so much for that. That helps out people a lot. So I just have to end it now. And you know how we do this. Please share the videos, ladies and gentlemen. People never know information. You never know who's going to get this information and who it can help. So that's why I always say, please share the videos. Not anything like a demand. Just give them a, hey, check this video out about this. If you're trying to make a little bit extra money or plan on investing for your future, this is what we do. But everybody, please look at the descriptions down below because there's free money from Coinbase. There's free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. And if you're trying to improve your credit, I have the shopping cart trick video down there that I did for Overstock. And I might even have included the one for Victoria's Secret. So all that's in play. So once again, thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we have to talk about investing. That's why we have to talk about preparation and prepping for the future, because you never know what's going to happen. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.